Okay. Shit, I'm just being told what to
Hey
do.
man, now 7:01 now.
Not watching the Super Bowl, bro.
I am.
Jalen Hurts, bro.
What made you think? What made you think that Kansas City wasn't going to win?
Hope.
What made you think that Kansas City wasn't going to win that game?
You know what? Doesn't matter at this point.
Nah, it really doesn't. They were going to win either way. They didn't get threatened or anything. They just
play their game, bro.
They do what they do, bro. So Raider fans. I'm a Raider fan, but I ain't stupid. I know who's gonna win a game.
Yep.
I don't hate. I get mad that they win. I'm mad that Kansas City's there again, but
I can't believe. I'm just at the point where it's like these guys are actually gonna have the shot of getting. Well, they do have the shot of getting the three-peat.
It's gonna be tough to beat Philly, though, bro.
Yeah, Philly's defense with Carter and fucking Sweat and everybody, man, they were a fucking problem, bro.
No, that's what I'm pissed off, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they were still a problem in a sense that they were doing what they were supposed to do, but there was a lot of drop balls, a lot of turnovers on Washington's side of the ball. Man, defense was whatever. But yeah,
can't do that. You can't do that with a team like that.
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, you can't. Yeah, especially in the the fucking championship game, bro. There's no way. And then the way that Barkley's running, bro, like you can't stop that, bro. Like that shit is just fucking crazy.
He was hurt, bro. He was hurt. He was hurt after that one first play of the game. I was like, damn.
Yep. But he still did his fucking thing, man. So
I think we was on the phone with each other when I go to it. Was that the first play of the game? I was asking you or whatever.
I think so. I
was like, that was the first play of the game. And dude busted a 60-yard run. That should have been a game. That's it. That's why I was 55 something. That'll tell you right there. That'll tell you right there, bro.
They even broke records too. Shit.
It's gonna be tough for Kansas City. It'll be tough for KC to beat that team. At a neutral site, they ain't getting all the love. They might get that Super Bowl referee love, but they're gonna have to earn that shit. They got to earn that shit good for Kansas City.
Yeah, well,
for Philly, because I think Philly might.
At this point, man, like I'm glad like Jaden Daniels did his thing, kind of turned that shit around. There's other good stories behind this. You know what I mean? Josh Allen, man, just can't get to the fucking show, bro. Like he just can't do it. It just. It's just certain things, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he made a bad contract or, you know what I'm saying, or has a little deal that he's never going to win. He's always going to be he's going to always be the shake and bake between fucking him and Mahomes and shit like that. He's always going to be number two. You know what I mean? That's kind of fucked up to be like just number two coming from all the shit that he came from and just being in the position to where that's the only place he's going to be, and he keeps losing to the same fucking guy.
He'll get his, bro. He'll get his. I think.
But that's gonna be years from now, bro.
Like, he looked very that offense, that team looked very un-Buffalo like to me. I believe Joe Brady's that must have been his worst job, bro. That must have been his. I've seen Joe Brady, and that must have been his worst job that he's done, especially on that type of game. It wasn't he didn't dictate the game. He just reacted to what Kansas City did. And you can't do that. You can't do that, bro, defensively. And especially when that fourth down, the last fourth down Allen had in his Super Bowl push. And if he didn't expect a corner blitz or some type of pressure, it was like he didn't even do it. He just had his offensive line just block and everybody just go out. Yeah. And you can't blame Kincaid for dropping that ball. He shouldn't have been pressured like that. You should have given your quarterback time to do it. But Got him.
Spagnola, man, Spagnola with that defense, bro. Like he just knows when to pressure at the right time and stuff
It
like that.
wasn't nothing crafty. It wasn't nothing
Nothing,
crafty. It wasn't nothing special. It just was.
I,
You like put a running back there to give protection and put a tight end on that side for protection, and he didn't do it.
See, you know what I like about Andy Reid a lot, but what he does is he turns around and everyone's looking at Kelsey. Kelsey's supposed to be the guy that's going to have the most catches. He's the first one that comes out, so everyone's like, man, we're going to triple up on Kelsey. Then what happens is they do that, right? Because they don't want to get him going. Then they get that other kid going. He gets going. He's usually not even in the game plan. Then all of a sudden they started sprinkling Pacheco, and they bring in P. Ryan. Then every once in a while they'll shoot to Kelsey, but they're like, all right, everyone's kind of focusing on the one. You can't focus on anybody. And then Worthy, bro, that fucking kid. I mean, he's right here from Fresno and stuff, bro. That dude's fast, man. But I mean, Worthy. It is what it. Yeah, Worthy. So I mean,
he impressed me. He's impressing me, bro.
There was a couple things I want to talk about before we get into it, man. I'm gonna get to the chat, man. But apparently, right now, if you guys don't know, if you guys are hiding under the rock, Kansas City Chiefs and the fucking Philadelphia Eagles again in the Super Bowl in New Orleans, right? It's in New Orleans.
Who you got, bro? Who you got? Oh, right up man, the
come on, bro. Like, what are we even talking? What are we even
right
talking?
Up the rip, right up the rip,
oh,
bro.
You already know. You already know. You already know. The only reason why. So when I grew up, I went to a school called Callaway. We're Callaway Eagles. Damn, they're the same colors, green and gold, but they're green and gray. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm going Eagles all day, bro. There's no way.
Shout out to the Callaway Eagles, bro. Shout out to the national champion.
But even then, there's no way I'm going for Kansas City, dog. There's no way. There's
national champion Callaway Eagles.
Mush ball team. Soccer fucking, bro. Like.
Mush ball team, bro. Mush
ball team. He said mush ball team. I was a kid, bro, but I've always liked the Eagles, though, bro. Like for real. You know what I mean? If it wasn't so by side, I'd wear an Eagle.
Oh, you always like the Eagles, huh?
I said Eagles, bro. Like just Eagles, just a majestic creature. Calm down. Let me get to the chat real quick, man. We're gonna get into it, man. Fuck KFC, bro. We're gonna get into it. Benny is in the building, man. Welcome everybody to RaiderNationLive. I'm your host, Lo. We got Coach Gravy right in the building. Gabe will be pulling up very, very shortly, but we're gonna get to the chat, man.
Everybody's mad right now.
Yeah, appreciate you guys, and we're gonna get into it. Talk a little bit about GM. Are the Raiders making the right moves, or making the right moves, and are they headed in the right direction? We're gonna talk about that. Talk a little bit more because my guys, you guys went live after Pete Carroll came up, and he's our coach now. We got Spy Tech. We'll talk a little bit about that. Probably be on for maybe about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys, and let's get into it, man. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Everybody made it home safe. I'm gonna get to the chat real quick, and we'll get it on with it. Steve DeLuna, what up? What up? So what up? Bill sold out. So you ain't lying. Desiree in the building. SoCal, what up, bro? Lord Rachitas, bro. Salute to you, man. Any Raider boosters, bro? What's up, bro? Lecky, what's up, bro? Hopefully having a good one. Raider 9 in the building. Ark, fuck the Chiefs said I'm not excited. Spy take care of press tomorrow. Yeah, for real. You guys know the presser is tomorrow. Yeah, shout out Ark for that, man. Presser tomorrow to introduce our new GM and head coach. Pretty dope. Billy Davis in the building. What up? What up? Alex in the building. Tubby, what's up, man? Hopefully everyone's having a good one, man. Salute to you guys. Ouch, Tubby. Ouch. Holly, what up? What up, sis? Hopefully
what up, Holly?
Good, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for Thank you for pulling up. Joel Lee, what up? What up? What up? Matt Marinovich in the building. What's up with you guys, man? Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Raider Legions, what up? What up? Did anyone see an LV wallet with the condom ring? The chat, fuck AC. What up, fucking loon, crazy fucker? Hopefully you're having a good one, brother. Thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate you. And if first time here, man, hit that like button, subscribe button, and all that good stuff. We do shows about 3 times a week, and depending on what's going to be happening during the week, my guys will be going live in the middle of the day and stuff like that. So make sure I stick around for that. Hit that notification bell, and that notification bell will tell you when we're going live, if we're going live last minute. So, yeah, so shout out to everybody in the building, man. All eyes, what up, what up? Raider Night saying this game's probably going to be better than the actual Super Bowl game. Yeah, that's what I heard people saying too, bro. So, we'll see about that. Said fucking Jonathan 7, bro. Jim Kelly says hi. Josh Allen ain't the first one. Hey, for real. Jaden Hurts doesn't deliver. Says maybe they might blow up the Eagles. Man, we'll see what happens. Maybe it might happen. So, all I shout out to everybody in the building, man. It's crazy, bro. We were just talking about this on the way out of work. Bills have been to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and lost every single one of those. Had a good fucking team too.
Angelo, man.
Raider Transplant Angelo, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you having going. Yeah, Gravy is looking pretty good, bro. He's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. He's getting on my nerves already, so we know it's working. But that's my dog. Anyways, Will's got a first down, bro. Couldn't believe that outcome. Yeah, that commercial, that there was some bad calls. There was some bad calls, man. I'm not even fucking with that. Mitch Renz Jr. Oh shit! Don't even start talking about that guy. Hope the Eagles win, but we already know the requeefs. The requeefs. Hey, I like that, Holly. The requeefs.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Gas in the building. J Dog, what up? What up, bro? Salute to you guys, man. Thank you guys for pulling up, man. Hope you guys are all having good. Trying to get back to trying to catch up to everybody in the building, man. Biggs, what up? Sick to my stomach. Yeah, bro. I hear you on that shit. Definitely. So we're almost caught up right now. J-Dog says that high tackle on Pacheco by 24 was trash at the end. Really don't know. Really don't get why nobody aims for the knees. Stupid.
Because Sean, they get a penalty, man. They get a penalty for it against Kansas City.
The press conference tomorrow, 11 a.m. prime time. Pete Carroll.
I thought they had a press conference already, bro.
No, that's what I thought too. I thought that's what it was. What was happening, but that didn't happen. That's not till fucking Ark sent it in the group chat, and I was like, all right, cool. I was gonna jump on it and shit, and then I jumped on it because it said 11 o'clock, and I looked at the date, it said tomorrow. I was like, oh man, this is some bullshit. Tom Brady too? Apparently, shit. I don't even know. We'll see what happens. Hunt went down, I think. Says you will get $1 billion. All right, shit. Hey, Gravy, give me a quick second, bro. I gotta take care of something. I'll be right back.
All right. What up, Holly? What up, Tubby? I can't go down the list because I don't have access anymore. But Arkham, what's up? My boy Arkham, Billy Davis. Holly, where you been at? I see you in the chat, but I don't see no shows. You were doing real good at that, so I'm sure you got a good excuse. But thank you all for coming up. Gabe should be coming in a minute. He's probably a little bit mad about the game because I know he hates Kansas City. But what y'all think about the Super Bowl? You know, just to go off basis real quick. You know, there's nothing new with the Raiders going on, but you know, I've been seeing a lot of stuff, a lot of rumors, and a lot of suggestions, and I'm thinking, is Joe Brady the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills? Because if he is, I don't think he did a really good job. And, I'm hoping that you know, I know he's a good offensive coordinator, but I don't. At this certain amount of time, he didn't really do a great job for Buffalo. He didn't give Buffalo a lot of great chances. I don't know what, you know, I said when we weren't visual that you got to be able to protect that dude, man. And on that fourth down where it really mattered, he didn't throw no extra push up there front, and I thought that was a bad idea. But Barkley, I read Allegiance says that they better jump on Barkley's back, but he has a hurt calf muscle, bro. That's why he didn't. He had a great game, and he recovered and came back, but I don't know if he's gonna be cabs with running backs, man. It might be no problem, but I think what's his name, his backup there, he did a really good job too, catching passes out of the backfield. I really watched that game more than I did this Kansas City game because I was outside a little bit, but I kind of expected it. Yeah, I called it before that Phillies kind of my pick to win it all, but if you see the deficiencies in Philly, and then I think it's I really like what they were doing, man. They got 6 touchdowns running the ball, and they did it in the right way. Their offensive coordinator is the kid from Dallas, and he yeah, you're just right. They just got 2 weeks. It's all straightened out. I got you on that one. Yeah, that's a good assessment right there for the injury. But them calves linger, and a guy like that pushes on that calf muscle, that big old calf muscle. I was just amazed what he's doing. His season was great. It should not be forgotten. And if it is, then, man, you forget about what Barkley's doing. I bet you the Giants feel like shit. I bet you the Giants, from what they have now compared to what they had, and it just all it was money, and then letting, he just went to Philly for the same amount of money that he would have probably got from the Giants, and it wasn't like an overpay. And look where he's at now, dominating the NFL in rushing. He's got 2,000 yards rushing altogether, as far as getting the ball. And then in the first play of the game, he scores a touchdown, 60-yard touchdown. I was amazed at the dude. That's what we need. That's what we need right there. And I kind of think we had him. If you guys don't agree with me, but what up, Dark? How you doing? Robert Pena, what's up? My boy All Lies, what's going on? Robert Pena. Orlando Padilla, what's up? Low took off for a minute. I really can't see the how the chat is moving, but I'll do my best. Jack Kenner, the OG, what's up, man? I see Jack Kenner, you the OG now, because I don't really see OG that much. So Jack Kenner, let us know how he's doing, man. I know he has some surgery or he's in a crazy place right now, but just let me know, man, on the personal or just say it.
Yeah, man. What were everyone talking about? Everything.
I'm just talking to the chat, bro. That's when
Jonathan Sam Studio said, man, they wasted 5 years of Saquon's career. It worked out for everybody because the Giants didn't need to be spending $13 million on a running back in the basement of the AFC, bro. Yeah, that's for real. That's one thing that I did see, because they did have the camera on fucking Barkley, bro. Like, he deserves that, bro. He busted ass this year, bro. Like, he is probably, what is he? How many fucking 4 knee surgeries and still fucking plays like that? You know what I mean? So. But yeah, man, shit. What up, Dark? Hopefully you're having a good one, man.
I don't know how many knee surgeries he had, but he ain't acted like it. He ain't acted like he had 4 knee surgeries.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, bro. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, when this game, like, that's why I turn around and try to, like, really, really look at certain things and try to be hopeful when we have certain players and thinking that we're gonna, tailor some of the game to them. The only thing that fucking Philly was basically missing was the running game. But if you overall look at everybody in this fucking league that's going to be trying to win anything, you need a running game. You need a damn good running game too. And pretty much, man, if you really, really look at it, man, Barkley, man, got them there. 200-yard. How many 200-yard games did he have this year? I think he had like 2.
It's unheard of, bro. It's unheard of what he's doing this year.
So, and then plus with everybody that the whole, Brown and, Hurts and then, all that bullshit, bro. It's just long ass season, bro. But these guys made it, and that defense, bro, don't stop. That defense keeps on fucking rolling, bro. So that's why the number 1 defense, man, and going against
bro. You know what's crazy, bro? And they got dominant, dope ass players that were in college. And they fouled to him, bro, and they picked them. Like that corner, just they're both their corners, bro, are rookies. Mm-hmm. Both their corners are Quinyon Mitchell and that guy Dejan they were top 5 cornerbacks that should have been picked way before. And where do you think Philly picked last year, bro? Probably in the 28, 29, 30s. These dudes fouled to them, dude, and then it pisses me off with this Tyree shit and seeing Carter fucking being all pro already and causing all this damage. Man, that's just the biggest mistake we ever did, was getting that fucking guy and not getting Carter. That's the biggest mistake we had. That's the biggest mistake we did in a decade.
25 is stupid. Shit.
Guerrero already said trade Gravy, and I didn't even say nothing.
Yeah, but who are we going to trade for?
They ain't made that guy yet. They made that guy. That guy's still in junior high right now. Just big. He's just a big ass dude. Number 1 pick, bro.
All right, man. So I really didn't get a chance to talk to you guys about the whole spy tech and all that stuff moving forward, man. one of the things that's becoming really, really more and more evident, if you guys didn't get a chance to actually look or listen or hear or see or whatever the fuck, Russell Wilson on the Pat McAfee show, he was talking about that him, DK, they were all down there for a celebration for somebody's birthday or something like that, and they still got together and stuff. So, us, especially not having a quarterback moving forward and stuff like that, there is a lot of rumblings. And I think it was Adam Schefter that said something. Don't be surprised if we get Russell Wilson. I said some shit in a couple podcasts back. I was like, if we get fucking, Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, I ain't going to watch no football. Like, I'm going to be out. But
you did.
Yeah, I did. I did say that.
You're going to honor that? You're going to honor that now?
You know what? I can't.
Because I said you ain't. I said, I bet you ain't. And what was that bet? I forgot.
I didn't get no bet because I don't bet.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. When have I bet? When have I bet?
You bet me then.
I didn't bet nothing. Go rewind it and show me proof that we bet something.
When was it? Nothing. Oh, you said you had to go and shit right after. You had to go and shit right after. You bounced out of it.
So, but me and Art were bullshit. We're playing Call of Duty earlier. Shout out Art, bro. But I told him I was going to say this on the show, man. And motherfuckers might hate me for it, but if you look at the past fucking 20 years of coming into certain things, yeah, Jack Del Rio, probably not one of those guys, but like say the Raiders brought back Art Shell. Hugh Jackson was a head coach at one point, and we tried to revive his career. We try to revive fucking, John Gruden's career again. We do these fucking moves that kind of just led us into this fucking abyss of, we have one good player, we have a couple good players, but nothing fucking official. Because I think ever since Al Davis passed or whatever, not or certain moment after like maybe the 90s or after the 2001 2002 season, it kind of just hasn't been fucking sticky. But now we go to move to Vegas, get this whole new refreshing, stadium. It looks great. We went through the coaches already, going through that. But Las Vegas is known for having shows like Cher, fucking Usher, Elvis, to where like these guys that have been touring and doing all kinds of stuff, it's like the last stop. And if you look at some of the fucking coaches that we've had, it looks like a last and only stop for coaches that we would hire. But to me, it seems like I'm thankful that we got Pete Carroll because of the experience, what he could possibly do. But I just don't want the Raiders to become a destination to where everyone's just gonna, hey, this is gonna be my last hurrah. So like, say if he lasts all 3 years and we don't maybe make the playoffs 2 out of the 3. All right. Are we going to keep him, or are we going to bring another coach that maybe, left or something like that and bring him back in, or is he going to bring somebody else? I just don't want the Raiders to just like be paying the 5th coach and trying to do like bring players in to revamp their careers or give them that second shot. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do that. So I don't know, bro. I mean, that's kind of just the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like I don't want people to just come here and say, hey, man, I was a Raider for the last fucking part of my career and didn't do nothing. Already on the, the bad side of your career or whatever. Not as many sacks, not as many touchdowns, a little bit more injuries. You know what I mean? I just don't want us to be that. So I just look at it like that. But, I mean, I'm going to rock with them. No matter what, even if Sam Darnold comes, bro, I'm going to have to. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that we're talking about that Sam Darnold might be coming to be a fucking quarterback. Or Russell Wilson, to be honest with you.
Look, they're better than – both those guys are better than what we have in there right now.
Oh, so now you're back on Sam Darnold? So you'll be okay with Sam Darnold?
I'm not with Sam Darnold, but I know he's better than what we have back there right now.
Rick,
that's not the guy. That's not the guy that I'm not. That's not the guy I'm aiming for. You want me to respond what you just said right now, or you just want to leave it as it is?
No, I mean I just kind of want to get that off my chest. I just don't want the Raiders just to be the last hurrah for all these fucking aging players to come in, just like aging artists and stuff like that. That the fucking that's what I don't want to see the Raiders become.
We already
Now
are
it's a
that.
50-50 shot. It's a 50-50 shot that with any coach that comes in right now is going to actually be able to change the culture and be a part of the culture and moving it forward. You know what I mean?
The thing is Lo, is that I don't give a shit what he does in 3 years. I'm worried about what he does this coming up year. I don't give a shit if he's there 4 or 5, whatever. I want to know what's up this coming year. What we gonna do? The future of this team is right now, and he's already known to change teams and bring in different shit. I know that already, and it is gonna be his stepping stone to retirement because he's older. But this dude has more energy and grit than any other coach that's out there. And then obviously, you know, the guy that we're looking up to, Tom Brady, thinks the same. It ain't like there ain't no other better coaches out there. There's a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
But to them, they think he's the best. And, you know, Raider fans, bro, we want to bring everybody back, bro. We want to bring Khalil Mack back. We want to bring,
and that's what I don't want. That's
Cooper
exactly
back. We want to bring Cooper back right now. We want to bring everybody fucking back, because we fall in love with them, and they're fucking 33 years old, man, 34 years old, and thinking that they can help us out. Once a Raider, always a Raider. That's bullshit.
So okay, but see, it's okay for players to be a certain age, but
no, I don't even like that.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is, but then a coach could be a certain age as well. Like I don't know,
but because it's right here, bro. It's right here and what he does. It's not physically what he does, okay? But if you're old, if you're 70-something years old, there's a chance that this could be overbearing and you could have health issues like every coach does at a young age. Some of them are in their 50s, you know, having heart attacks and shit.
Oh yeah. The pressure.
It's stressful, bro. It's 22 hours of the day just worrying about what's going to happen to your team. The pressure of winning is so bad nowadays that, you know, your contracts are 2-3 years. It used to be 7. They used to let you hang around there till you got shit together. But now the pressure is so bad. These older dudes, they can't hang. Yes, it's better to get a young guy. Yes, it's better. I say that. But a younger guy could be 50. You know, will we be happy with that? What if Pete Carroll was 60? We'll be happy with that?
Well, I mean, for us,
if you had the same knowledge, if you had the same knowledge, then yeah, you know.
For us to break another record with the oldest fucking living head coach in the NFL, it's kind of crazy.
Well, we lead the league in everything bad, bro. So might as well just top it off with coach, the oldest coach in the NFL, bro.
So we're just gonna top it off with that.
Might as well, bro. And I'm sure we're gonna add more to that list too, bro. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna do his work, bro. We got to give him a chance.
No. Listen. Even though I talk a little bit shit because he's old, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it's fucking Pete Carroll, bro. Like that motherfucker's a legend. He's a legend in college. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the only coach ever to fucking head coach 4 different fucking teams. You know what I mean? So also he has, I think, a record. His record is better than the last 19 fucking head coaches combined.
Even John Gruden.
Including John Gruden.
His record is better. Because he's been a coach longer, but John Gruden had some good teams too. But he started from the bottom. Just, you know, John Gruden had a team just like us. Like he inherited a team like us, like the way we are right now.
But my thing is the only difference between so I get what you're saying on that part. The only thing about John Gruden, when him winning the Super Bowl, he was handed Tony Dungy's fucking team, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what did he really fucking do?
Nothing. Nothing. I never say that he's a Super Bowl winning coach, and he gets the accolades of it because he did win a Super Bowl with the team, but that just got him. They couldn't do it with Tony Dungy. So when they got Gruden, they topped it over. He was the one that topped it. Because Tony Dungy was in his 50s, 58 or something like that. But he was an older dude too. Mm-hmm. But he just couldn't get that team that he had over the hump. John Gruden did. And so I give him that, but he didn't impress me with that win because that was all Tony Dungy. They would have won the Super Bowl if Tony Dungy was there anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, but a lot of people tend to forget that because when we traded him for the whatever pick it was,
bunch of picks.
Yeah, a bunch of picks. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, he walked into a great defense.
Mm-hmm.
That defense, that everything that was there. Didn't he win with Trent Dilfer?
No, it was
I can't.
I forgot his name.
A fucking quarterback he shouldn't. Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson, yeah.
Brad Johnson, a quarterback that he shouldn't should not have won the Super Bowl with.
Nobody would have won a Super Bowl with Brad Johnson.
Yeah, because of that, but it was that defense. But shout out Sean, man. He always be sending me shit. One of the things that he has sent me, he goes, the top 5 active most winning head coaches in the NFL is Andy Reid at number 1, Mike Tomlinson at number 2, John Harbaugh with the Baltimore, Sean Payton, and then Pete Carroll. So Pete Carroll's the top 5 fucking most winningest coaches in the NFL. So shit, he even has a better record than fucking what's his name? Couldn't win with that team. Yeah, Tony Dungy couldn't win with that team, but yet they were up there. They just didn't have the offensive minded side. But then when they gave him the head coaching position, that was a team that Tony Dungy built.
They needed an offensive guy to get them over.
They needed the offensive guys, and he built that, but he didn't have much to move with. You know what I mean? So yeah, so this is another little thing that Sean sent me. Let me see if I can. I'll just read it out. So since 2010, Pete Carroll missed the playoffs only 4 times in his career. The Raiders, since 2010, have only been in the playoffs 2 times. So, it's just one of those things, man. I mean, if we could have got 65-year-old fucking Carroll, I wouldn't be mad. I'm just a little nervous that we're going to get something going, and then I don't know, bro. You never know. But, I mean, look, you look at some of these guys, man, some people just are built different. He's an older dude.
Man, he could be 80 years old, man. It matters who he has around him, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So
those guys that he has around him make him look good. Make him look good.
So whoever he brings in and stuff like that is going to be crazy.
Important.
You know what I was thinking about? Because his son is a fucking offensive coordinator. He might bring him in on some role.
He's a quarterback coach.
Yeah. So he's going to bring in there. So Dungy is 5 years younger than Pete Carroll. Yeah. Oh shit. That's crazy. Agree, J-Dog. Who's going to be our OC in DC? Don't know. That's going to be a good question right there. Only moving forward, man. So
I don't want Joe Brady, I tell you that.
Hey, if we were to bring in what's the name from freaking what was the one everyone was saying that we want him as a head coach? Him and out of Cohen and him, Munchin.
Oh, Munkin.
I can see him doing that, but I think personally, bro, we got to find someone that's going to succeed fucking Pete Carroll.
Not Munkin. Munkin's probably 5 years younger than Pete Carroll. So
so not
3 years, he's going to be close to 60.
That's what I'm saying. He's an older guy. If he could come in as offensive coordinator, cool. But I don't see him being a head coach. Same with the Colts when Dungy bought the defense.
Lamar and all them guys, he's in a perfect situation. Unless we pay him, that's the only reason why we're not impressive to offensive coordinators, bro. You know what I mean? Because look what we got. Look what we got at the positions. We don't have a running back. Our offensive line is shady at best. We got 2 young guys that are good. We got an all-pro left tackle, but that's it.
Yep.
And then our defense is injured, but we don't have a defensive coordinator. He doesn't even worry about that. But look what we got, bro. It's not real impressive. He goes, I'm going to go in there. And they're not dumb dudes, man. They're gonna go there and say, what do I have to win here? I got to build this, and they don't want to waste their time doing that shit.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow I think there's not really a lot to talk about besides the fact that that we got our team. Tomorrow we're gonna learn a lot more. Tomorrow's going to be a lot more. I think there's going to be some moves being made. There's going to be some coaches that are going to be looked at here, maybe out of Washington. You never know. Slowick's available. I know he got let go. There's still Flores. Flores is still out there, right? As a defensive coordinator.
I don't want Flores, bro.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying his
I
defense
don't think
will
he
be
has
good.
a relationship with Carroll, or
Yeah.
he might just go out the whip and just get the best guys that call better. I don't know, but that's a mistake. You gotta have a relationship with the guy, and then he knows people. He knows young guys.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he wants to do. He wants to bring in bright young people, or he'll go back. I like what Gabe said, man. That bevel, we got to make that bevel hot, because he's been with them, and I think that'll be a great move. He's a creative guy. He does his shit. So, but if we're thinking that, I'm pushing for him to for Darrell Bevel to be the coordinator, but I don't think that Monken will come, because he got Lamar, bro. He has Lamar and he has the MVP quarterback. Well, why would you leave that, bro?
Yeah, that's another good point too. So
he could just ask for a raise, bro. He could just ask for a raise and get it. You know what I mean?
Hey, shout out Angelo. That's what we were just talking about. Brendan. Oh, he's Brendan Carroll. So he has two sons that are offensive coordinators.
Two sons that are in the offensive side of the ball.
Offensive side of the ball. Yeah. So that would be good. Like that. That's like I wouldn't mind that. What about Mike LaFleur?
No, get off that. He ain't going nowhere.
Where's Mike LaFleur at right now?
I think he's with. Man, I was just talking about him. They're watching a show. They're watching a show that's pushing this guy. He's getting an unknown name, and they're saying, oh, this guy's going to be a great coordinator, and he hasn't even called plays or you seen his offense or anything. He's just a LaFleur. He's just a LaFleur, and people are saying that he's a great coordinator. But let me see the stats on what he does. And then you got a guy. You need to get a guy that's decorated, bro. You need to get a guy that's calling plays and moves the football. That's what we need right now. We don't need a quarterbacks coach unless he's done it before. That's to me. You need a guy that's done that shit before and knows it. So
a lot of people are talking about this Bradley and stuff like that, because Bradley was part of the Legion of Boom. Even when he came to us with Gruden and stuff like that, we were looking at that defense, but his defense plays pretty soft. I think he didn't know what to do with Max Crosby and Ngakoue, but Ngakoue was doing his thing regardless of whatever, just because of that. But his secondary was pretty bad, because he didn't have like guys like a Cam Chancellor that could fucking play like basically like, like fucking what would it be, like Mike. He could play anywhere. You can go linebacker, fucking, even though he was that hard hitting safety and stuff like that, he plays anywhere, bro. But he was that I would say roamer, bro. Like I would see him like on the defense as a roamer. Just let him just either back out on coverage or watch the middle of the field. He was really, really good at that. So I don't see it working, unless he can convert Pau Mao into something like that. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. But his defense was just the perfect time at the perfect place, you know what I mean, with the best players that he had got, there. He had a lot of good talent on that side of the ball and shit like that. But, I mean, their whole roster can actually pull that off. But also another guy that a lot of people are forgetting is, Ken Norton. Ken Norton also. Well, I'm just saying because
if he brings Ken Norton,
I'm not saying I want him. By no means.
Ken Norton to be our defensive coordinator, I'm going to think a totally different way about. I'm going to start saying, fuck Pete Carroll. I'm going to start saying that. He's never been successful. He's a linebackers coach. Let him do that. He's better than AP.
Back as a linebackers coach or some shit.
He's better than AP.
Because of course, because he's by no means. I'm not giving him none of that. I'm not saying that he's going to be the defensive coordinator. No. A lot of people are saying that he knows how to build a culture, and if he's going to bring certain coaches to come in to start, bringing that back, these are guys and names that you're going to be fucking hearing. I just brought it up because I heard a conversation. I forgot who was talking about it. It was somebody. I think it was whoever. Ken Norton was an analyst. He was bullshitting with them, turned around, called him out of the analyst booth after the interview was over, and he turned around, hired him. So that's another guy that could possibly be there to help get whatever coaches moving forward and whatever not. I'm just saying, because a lot of people are going to want that same style of culture, these same kind of things. So we might be going back to that, trying to make it happen. So it's just a possibility. I'm not saying that that's what is gonna happen, because if Pete's a fucking defensive minded coach, so obviously he's gonna go more on the defensive side of the ball. You know what I mean? And then the offense.
He can't. He has to do both, bro.
Right, I understand that, but his priority is that he's going to be.
His priority is being a head coach. That's both. That's what our coach did.
Okay,
that's what our coach did. Our coach was more worried about the defense than he was worried about the offense, trying to make the defense better.
Okay, then what does it matter if we get a defensive-minded head coach or offensive-minded head coach? Why do you put him in that?
Because you're a head coach, bro. You don't want to micromanage your coordinators, bro. You don't have to have a spy on them. Let them do their work.
Of course.
And it comes together. But if you have you should know offense if you're a head coach. It's not like they just fly to one side. You know what I mean?
Right.
Very rarely you see head coaches call defenses. You see more offensive coaches call offense, right? They got plays in their face calling offense. That's because they don't trust the person that they put right there. That's because of that. They're into themselves. Some of them are really successful and some of them aren't. But the really good ones, like Pete Carroll, he was a good. His defenses when he was a defensive coordinator were all right. They weren't dominant. So when Gus Bradley was the defensive coordinator for the Legion of Boom, and that was just a secondary, bro. That was just a secondary. But they had Averill as a linebacker. They had defensive ends that were tight too. All those other guys don't get the recognition that Gus Bradley did because Gus Bradley was a defensive coordinator.
Hey, what up?
And he was good. I wouldn't mind Gus Bradley coming back to the Raiders and being defensive coordinator again. Everybody could say, nah, the defense sucked. That was the best defense we had in a long time when Gus Bradley was doing it. I don't give a shit if he plays zone. I don't give a shit if he drop backs 2 safeties. We got good safeties. Why can't they get tackles? You know, we're suspect at linebacker anyways. Everybody thinks we have the best linebacker in the league, but he missing tackles all over the place, bro.
Yeah.
We don't see that. You know, we think Spillane's the best linebacker in the league or all pro. I think he's an all pro type guy, but you know, he ain't special and he's getting up there too. But you know, just pay him, have him a couple around for 2 years, and then that's it. He's gonna have to get another one. Diablo ain't cutting it. So we got to make moves like that. And experienced guys are gonna do that, bro. Experienced guys are gonna do that.
Yeah.
Not LaFleur's offensive assistant. No, that's shit. That ain't nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You got no responsibilities.
I completely fucking agree with you on that one. Like, that's where it's like it was either first timers or this guy, because there was really nobody else. Nobody wanted Ron Rivera. No one's looking for fucking Del Rio, you know, besides some of the fucking, you know, nation. Shout out Mike. Mike kept on saying he wanted Ron Rivera, talking shit, but this is an insider.
Yeah,
but
I know
you know what I mean? But there was really no other head coaches that anybody wanted. I know McCarthy. Nobody wants McCarthy over here.
I would have took McCarthy over. We didn't get what's his name. I would have wanted McCarthy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But so it just goes to show how much I know. I said I didn't want Pete Carroll, and there you go. So, but I mean, at the same time, I gotta just let it ride. I mean, I'm letting it ride. We're just gonna see what the fuck goes on. So I just want to see who's gonna be moving forward, man. And just some of the things that you'd be seeing is heading towards the everyone coming back. You know, coming back to the motherfucking to the Raiders to become a Raider. You know, so. And without further ado, my dog.
Buenos, no chase. Fuck the Chiefs.
No
Mike Shanahan. Who the hell? Sir Dre. Who's Mike Shanahan? Mike Shanahan died a long time ago.
As OC, Indiana Cook.
Or is the other one? Oh, the Indiana. One of the Shanahans from Indiana. Nah. Look what happened to Indiana in the bowl game series, bro. That offense was a shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy,
yeah, bro. Fucking Chiefs, man.
Yeah, I know.
I know you'd be mad at that, bro. I know you'd be mad at that game.
Fucking Bills just the refs out, but the Bills choked.
Is Joe Brady the offensive coordinator for the Bills?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want him no more, bro. He called a bad game.
It looked like what's his name had nerves too, man. Josh Allen did not play like Josh Allen today.
He limited him.
He never plays like Josh Allen when he plays Mahomes, bro.
He limited his role drastically, bro, by doing crazy shit like him jumping up and down. I never seen him. Do you see him bouncing around inside the pocket? I've never seen Josh Allen.
And another thing too, they underused Cook.
Oh man, Cook was cooking, and then
exactly.
They got rid of that.
And he had that many yards, and they still underused him.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't know about Joe Brady, man. I don't know about Joe Brady. If he could do it once, he could do it twice. In the biggest game of your life, bro. You know, he's won national championships and shit, but the biggest game, you know, to get over the hump, bro, to get your quarterback over the hump, because people are saying he can't do it. And then you had a chance to, and then you don't call good protection on a fourth down for your quarterback, bro. You
like 3 things that are guaranteed: death, taxes, and Josh Allen fucking choking in the playoffs.
Losing against Mahomes.
He's 0 for 7 now, bro, in the playoffs against him, bro, or something like that.
The only way Josh Allen is gonna fucking beat Mahomes if he plays him twice a year. And the only way he's gonna be able to do that is come to us.
We could have got him. We could have picked him, but Al didn't, I guess. Or
a lot of drop balls too, man. Fucking guys, fucking not just Josh Allen too. It was the team too. Fucking drop fucking passes. It was just bad.
We got a Chief fan in here.
2 months before the biggest game.
Chief fan in the hat. Chief fan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna blame this one on the refs, even though they did get a little help. But
no, there was a couple bad plays. There was I've seen a lot of holdings. I've seen a lot. There was a couple of those offsides plays. There was that fucking what's the name drop. There was a few plays, bro. There was a few.
That run back, that run back, that kick return that guy did. That I counted like every dude was getting held right there. Yeah, so just about every bill was getting held. And then,
it was just. But that's the one thing though. Like that's why I say that the Bills choked, because I think you kind of go into that game with the way the season's been going. You kind of know that's the way it's going to be called, right? Like the Bills should go into that game knowing that that's the way the game's going to be called, and they still did not execute like they were supposed to.
Hey, Chief, bro, you know who you up against, bro? There's a dude named Chief in the chat. You know who you up against, bro? I don't know if you're gonna be able to stop the best running back in football right now. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Well, with 2 weeks worth of rest,
and you got your little whack ass cornerbacks that are gonna cover those 2 guys.
Nah.
I don't think so, bro. You can hang with Mac Hollins and Curtis Samuel and shit like that, but those 2 dudes, AJ and Devontae, they gotta have.
And Goddard's been balling too, man. Goddard was.
He's a tight end too. They're not like your little wussy old tight end with his 3 catches. Where's his come up at? Shit, Pat Mahomes was scoring touchdowns and they were showing Kelsey's bitch on the screen. That's the way it is now.
For real.
That's what pisses me off, bro. I hate that shit. There got to be some dude from Las Vegas that got a fine ass bitch that's a singer or something to go up there. That's what we need. We need Russell Wilson. That's why we need Russell Wilson. We put Sierra up there.
It's just because of her.
We put Sierra up there.
It's just because of her fucking of her star power. Like it's not. It has nothing to do with her looks, because she bitch is a twig. But you know what I mean. But it's like it has to do with just how famous she is. It just brings eyes to the super. It brings eyes to NFL that those eyes weren't on the NFL before. You know what I mean? Brings a different fan base, and for the NFL, they don't give a fuck what fan base it is. You know what I mean? As long as they just have eyeballs on the game.
That's good. We got 12-year-old girls going, yeah, go Chiefs. Yeah. Oh, there she is right there. They go get a clap.
Hey, this is the only thing that's kind of pissing me off right now, because Kendrick Lamar and Taylor Swift have a song together.
Yeah, he did make a song with her.
Fuck.
They're part of the same label.
Yeah.
A long time ago. He did it for free, bro, just to bring her up a little bit.
Weapons.
Bring her up a little bit.
Chief, bro, I'll give you that, bro. You guys do got weapons on weapons. Well, it's easy when you guys got the refs as well, bro.
Not in the secondary, you don't. Not in the secondary. I know you know that too. I know you know that too. That your secondary cannot. Not even McCuffey, whatever his freaking name is. All he does is get away with PI. That's all he does.
Yeah, it was a.
Maybe I'm a Steelers fan, but the
fucking
only
hate
team
it,
I
bro.
trash talk about is the Eagles.
But I
Invasion
respect
of the
that
flat
team.
booty
I give you
bitches.
love, bro. I
Flat
think you
booty bitches, they no flat booty bitches.
Hey, that's what I said, man. And all that Russell Wilson, we put Sierra up in the booth right next to her
Oh
and
shit,
say,
yeah.
turn her ass out, right?
Yep.
She
Sierra
turn her
beat that
ass
ass.
out real quick.
Hey, shout out Barrios, bro. Shout out Couch GM, bro. He says I'm recruiting Wilson, DK, and Kali. Kali,
Hey,
man.
I seen the trade. Gabe, what did I say on that when we was arguing in the chat?
Matthew
was
Stafford, because the Rams are looking to see what they can do with Matthew Stafford. So that's a narrative.
He ain't coming, bro.
I bet you the Rams are looking at Donald. I'll tell you that for damn sure.
Yeah,
They that young arm in there.
they're looking to move him and Cooper Kupp.
Cups damaged goods, bro.
And you've seen it after the season 2 when they asked him his question, they're like he basically said that he needed to see what was going to happen with that. You know what I mean? Like he didn't say Stafford was going to be the quarterback next year. And like when you have a guy that won you the Super Bowl, like there should be no question right there. You know what I mean? So it's like it looks like they're going to shop him. Will they end up doing it? Because will they get the right deal? That's still to be said. Still to be seen.
Okay, turn her ass out,
I think they are going to try to shop him for sure.
Yeah, bro. I hope if Stafford, and I was honest with you, I was just laughing. I was just trying to see what you would say, that Stafford would be not trade, bro. I don't know how much he has on his contract, but I don't want to lose draft picks, bro. I don't want to lose draft picks because we got to get some studs in there, bro. But
what I mean is like if you can get rid of him, I mean if you can get if you can get you move the 6th for him, right? Which I don't know if that's probably a little too high for I don't know if that's what they're gonna be looking for a 36-year-old quarterback. You know what I mean? It might who knows? It might be a 2nd round, whatever. But the thing is, I think you don't have to go because definitely they ain't gonna ask. They're not gonna get what they traded for him for. You know what I mean? They're not gonna get the 2 first picks that they traded for, like what originally was the trade when they got him from Detroit. So you know that cost has already went way down. So you're gonna be it's still gonna cost something, but the thing is it ain't gonna cost multiple 1st-round picks or 2 1st-round picks. I think it costs you that, and then you still draft your quarterback for the future, man. And that right there. I wouldn't be against that. That's for sure.
I wouldn't be against Stafford.
Like you get him, you go trade for him, and you still draft a dart or something like that. Like in the 2nd round, that shit's to me that's still a good outcome. You know what I mean? Like if that's what were to happen, you know what I mean?
I was thinking about basically the same thing. If you're gonna go get Russell Wilson yesterday, after I came back from DJing and with me and Michael fucking around and shit, and I started watching Milroe, and that Milroe's good, bro. But he's projected to go low 1st round, early, high 2nd round. You know what I mean? So if we're to do something like that, and we're gonna do this last tour with say a Russell Wilson or some shit like that, and we can't get Fields, or Fields decides to stay, or whatever happens moving forward. And if we end up getting somebody like that, I think that's the kind of route that you want to go. You want to, Sam Darnold with the dart. You want, a Russell Wilson with the Milroe. You want those combinations so to kind of transition into moving forward. You know what I mean? To move forward with the, with the whole fucking organization. I agree with you on that one, bro. Definitely. I was trying to say that on one of the podcasts, but you know how it be. So it's I
didn't want that
really
before. I think Stafford's a different caliber than the guys that have been out there. This changes a little bit of my mind, just a little bit, because although I still want to be able to, because I think it's still going to be more beneficial to us, if we're able to actually get our guy in the 1st round, and that's the guy that we build with, because I think that's the best way to build a team. But if you're going to go a different route and you don't feel comfortable that you're going to get a guy at 6, you know what I mean? You're going to get a guy at 6 or something like that they're not going to be available, then that could be a route to look at. You know what I mean? Because if you try to draft up, if you try to trade up to go get draft picks, you're going to lose draft picks, right? So one way or another, you might lose draft picks. So if you try to trade up, you might lose draft picks. You try to trade for Stafford, you're going to lose draft picks. But I think it's going to cost way more to try to move up, because I think Stafford is that age where you could probably get him for maybe 1 first round, or maybe a second round, or 2 second rounders, or something like that, or a second rounder on a future pick or something like that. Where I don't think to move up to where you want to, where like if a quarterback goes early, you're gonna have to move up to like 3 or 2, bro. I think that's where it's gonna have to go to if you want to go get a Cam, like a Cam Ward, or I mean, not a lot of people think so, but or like a Shador, you know what I mean? So it's like that. It's gonna take capital for that. So one way or another, it's gonna take capital. You know what I mean? If you don't feel comfortable at 6, so like that's why I say like, what would you guys rather go with? Trade up to go get a Shador or a Cam, or trade up, you know what I mean, try to go trade for a Stafford, and then still draft like a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round, like a Dart or a Milroe or something like that.
Wow, I don't know about trading up to get Milroe or Dart, bro.
No, not trade up to get
down for that.
Trade up to go get. No, because if you trade up to go get like a Cam Ward or Shador, it's going to cost capital, right?
Yeah.
If you trade up to go, if you trade to go get Stafford, it's going to cost capital. But what I'm saying is like, it might cost less capital for Stafford, and then you can still go draft like you can still go draft a Milroe or a Dart or somebody else that's available like in the 2nd or 3rd round.
Yeah.
But I think Gabe, depending on who we get offensively at the OC, if it'll be a good idea to get Stafford. I'm with that. I'm with Stafford over Sam Donald. But if that would happen, I got to see. And any of those quarterbacks, bro, I got to see who the OC is, because then I would know what type shit they do. You know what I mean? If it'll benefit. You know, if we trade for Matt Stafford and we get an OC that's not his type guy, he's gonna play bad like Minshew. He's like,
yeah, I agree, Alex.
You know, he's gonna play not to what McVay has him at. That's the Stafford we want, bro. Like that. That's why we would want him, because we want that Stafford that throw those long balls to pack whatever the dude is, and Cup and all those Puka and all that shit. And that's the guy I want. And if we have a good coordinator like that, then it'll happen. But if we give him shit, then he's gonna be shit.
I got a question for you guys real quick, man. Do you think Pete Carroll is gonna announce quarterback tomorrow? You guys
quarterback
will announce a quarterback tomorrow?
They won't. I don't think they're gonna do anything. They're not gonna name any like personnel. They might get questions, but they're gonna say the right things. They're gonna say the politically correct answers. You know what I mean? We're gonna go through the draft. We're gonna evaluate all the players and shit like that. They're gonna give the typical, coaches' answers. Yeah. Which I think they still got to get in the building. You know what I mean? I still think they still have to like break everything down really, because he's been signed for 2 days. So I think that it's still gonna, before they really give anything like definitive of which way they're gonna go, because that was one of the big things last year where they people felt like AP showed his hand a little too quick. You know what I mean? That he wanted to go get a quarterback and this is that, and like it made it a lot more harder because people. I mean, obviously it was obvious that we needed a quarterback, but him saying that and reiterating it and talking about Jaden Daniels and shit like that was just gonna make it that much harder to go try to draft up for him. You know what I mean? Trade up for him. So that's why I'm saying I don't think they say anything like that tomorrow. I think it's more of he's happy he got the job, he's happy that he's in Vegas, that it's a great organization and all this shit. He's gonna, they're gonna give all the typical answers when they're hired, at the press conference.
Yeah, he probably talk about Max and shit like that. They got. He'll probably talk about the All Pros and shit. Maybe Jacoby. I don't think he's gonna mention any quarterbacks.
Okay. I mean, because then again, too, the only reason too I say that too is because, man, I'm sorry to say that, but our beat writers don't really have that many smart questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they don't.
Like our Raider beat writers don't have that many smart questions, bro. So like they'll ask the typical shit, but like they ain't. Okay. It's just the way it is. We ain't got too many bright guys in our like that. Which, not no disrespect to any of them, there is disrespect there. But it's like Sorry, man. You guys do better.
So we have to wait for free agency to pick up any quarterback right now. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Not right now. You can't right now.
No, not right now. Not the free agency is not till March. So like, yeah, they can't even say anything like that because they could get caught for tampering and all that shit.
Damn.
Some of their contracts ain't even over yet, bro. After the Super Bowl.
Free agent right now, because the free agents that are right here are Fields, Wilson, Winston, and Darnold. Those top 4 right there. So those guys are available right now. So you got to wait till March to bring them in.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, well, till March, but when free agency opens.
Yeah,
that's when the NFL work year is over after the Super Bowl in March. Well,
that's when they become official free agents.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not free agents yet. They're still under their contract, but
like if they're free agents right now and they never got signed last year or anything like that, and they're sitting on the account, they can get signed.
I got you.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, actually, I don't really even know that to be true. So don't quote me on that. But like, to be honest, I think nothing's gonna happen. No moves are gonna happen till March.
What's the name? What's the name of that guy that played for the Tennessee Titans that was on the couch that I always said bring up me and the main were saying, me and the sports man were saying Tannehill. We can sign his ass right now.
I'm cool.
Let's go, man. That's better than what we got.
I'm good still.
Nah, but I think there's gonna be.
Do you think? Let me ask you guys this question. It's a crazy question. And the chat, tell me if I'm crazy, but you probably are gonna say I'm crazy either way.
I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna dip out. I gotta get up early, brother.
What if we get offensive coordinator that we want? All the names that we've been saying. One of those guys, okay? Joe Brady, Slowick, LaFleur, Schottenheimer, all these whoever that we want, right? And they're good guys, right? And we got. Do you think that the production of AOC will improve? And they're thinking. Do we know that Tom Brady doesn't or likes AOC?
No,
nothing's really maybe that might be a thing for us picking a quarterback. Maybe he's saying we got AOC, we bring in a good coordinator for the guy. Finally, not a backup guy, and we say, let's show this guy the ropes and have him start from the get-go, and then we get a young guy and develop him, and then maybe it's reversed that way. Because I could see that. What y'all think about that scenario? That's just a scenario. What do y'all think? What you think about that?
Me personally, I wouldn't mind seeing AOC get a chance, but the bottom, like me being just a good person trying to be cool and watch everybody get their money and shit like that, I would love to see it give him a chance. But being a true hardcore Raider fan, fuck no.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm fucking
cool. You ain't gonna give him a shot with.
I'm sorry.
You ain't gonna give him a shot with all that knowledge that somebody has that I can teach him.
Nope.
I think AOC does he get better? It's his third year. It'll be his third year. I think they go out and go improve the roster. So by default, I think he gets better. And I think with the like, especially if we get an OC, but I still don't think that's the route to go.
No, I'm good.
I think, of course, I do think it gets better because I think the roster improves with the money that we have and then the draft picks that we get. Guys that are a little older. Bowers is going to be a year older, so you know what I mean. Like he's going to know what I just think it probably gets a little bit. Probably gets a little bit better because he also has another year too. But damn, I still don't want to go that route, man.
Right?
Nah, see me personally, bro. Like, and this might sound crazy, and I know it's not crazy, bro. It's just the way I'm looking at shit. I said it a long time ago. Get rid of fucking everybody. Just fucking get the shit cleaned out, whatever, whatnot. The defensive side of the ball, bro. There's gonna be fucking like 7 people that I remember. Could be right or I could be wrong. That don't have contracts with us. You know what I mean? We got a defensive minded.
There are 27 total free agents on our team.
Free agents, right? So okay, so yeah, but a lot of them are guys that aren't playing. Who on our offense is? Myers is here. What's the name's here? All our offensive lines here. Everybody's here on our offense. Matson's still here another year. You know what I mean? It's all defense. So the defense is fucking wide open, bro. So me personally, bro, like I don't I don't want to continue doing the same shit with a different person with the same players. You see what I'm saying? Now, if AOC makes it as a third string, cool. I'm not gonna say nothing, man. Thank you, appreciate you. But anybody can succeed in anything, and I wouldn't put it past nobody, bro. But I don't want to just sit back and go get Pete Carroll, that's supposed to be, that is, and him really thinking that he's gonna change the culture with an AOC. You see what I mean?
I just don't think
it's not
gonna sign up. Yeah, like somebody said in the chat right now, that Pete did not sign up to have AOC as his quarterback now.
Exactly.
What if he did?
I mean, I could be wrong. Like you say, like, what if he did? But like, I could be wrong. But I don't think he came back out of retirement. Like,
he wasn't retired. He was with Seattle.
What I mean is that he coming back out of retirement, but like, because he had a choice to, like, he could have went to somewhere else where they maybe had a better situation at quarterback. You know what I mean? So I think that they had to have given him some type of assurance that, hey, we're gonna go try to get something for you. Because
if it was me, Gabe, if it was me and I looked at our quarterback room, I would have said, hell no, I don't want that job.
Exactly.
Just like Kingsbury did.
That's why I said, like, that's why
just like you think what Kingsbury did. He said, hell no, I ain't gonna be over there with that sorry ass quarterback.
That's what I mean. Like that's why I think that this time they did it different, like, to where they are not assured it, because nothing's ever guaranteed. You know what I mean? Nothing's ever guaranteed. But what I mean is that I pretty much, I think, in my opinion, I think they probably gave him a very good indication that they're gonna do whatever they can to improve at quarterback.
Of course.
I just think that Aiden has the potential to be a better quarterback, a drastically better quarterback with a better OC all year, working with him. I think he has the tools, and I'm not just saying this because I like the kid out of Purdue, but I'm just saying he does things good sometimes, most of the time, and he wins games. He wins games, and he does a lot of good things that you can see. You can see a development, but if he has somebody good with him, not a quarterback coach or a passing whatever, but what happened to all the AOC exactly. what happened to all the AOC or die? I see people in the chat that said that shit, and now they're saying that AOC sucks. What's up with that?
I think that this year, though, the one thing you can't see with AOC is that, like, you've seen he falls on his knee, and it's like he barely falls on his knee, and it's cool. So
they don't protect him, bro, and he can't run. I understand why you're saying that, Gabe, but I just wanted to say that maybe Pete keeps him around, bro. You know what I mean? He's cheap.
I don't think that there's no. If they can't go trade to go, like, get a maybe like a if you can't go get, like, the same that you drafted, you drafted him in the 4th round. If you can't go get a 4th round pick for him or something like that, then why even try to trade him? Like, just keep him around as a backup anyway. You know what I mean? Like, even if you are going to go get a quarterback, like, go keep him around as a backup, because you've seen how this year almost every team has had a backup except for maybe the Chiefs. That's the only team that probably didn't play with a backup all year. You know what I mean? It's just like, but every team at one point in time during the season had their quarterback go down for a game or something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To where it's like, you're going to need a adequate backup regardless. You know what I mean? Because you see this league, and especially now that they're trying to go to 18 games. You know what I mean? So it's like you unless you can get something like even close to what you drafted him at, like, he's still under contract. I don't see why you go get rid of him when you could probably use him as backup. Because I can talk shit about AOC, but he has some good traits to where he could be used as a backup for sure. Like, I'm not gonna diss him that bad.
No, I'm not saying that. Like, can he come in, maybe play 2 games and maybe win one of the 2? Yeah. But as far as, like, him leading us to where we need to go, no, I'm good. Even that 1-1 is even kind of fucking far fetched, especially depending on who's coming in, bro. So yeah, it has to be something new. It has to be.
Just imagine people used to say AOC for franchise.
Wow, I never.
I think we've seen it though this year. I think we've seen that he could get a little bit better in this and that, but as far as being a franchise guy, I just don't see it.
What
I'm
up,
sorry, I
Myron? How
cannot
you
see
doing,
it, bro.
man?
Like as hard as I could try, and I like the guy, whatever. Like as hard as I try, like I can't see it. Though. I can't see him being a franchise guy.
Yeah.
There
That's
you
that's
go,
perfect
Steve
right there. Raider
DeLuna.
Nation said it perfect right there. Says he will allow AOC to compete, but the cornerback he brings in will beat him out. Exactly.
The people that are saying AOC is better than Geno Smith, I don't know what you smoking.
Yeah, shit.
Damn, bro,
I
that's
don't
a
know.
lot. That's some heavy shit right there. I don't know what you smoking, but that's some
You
heavy.
got some wheels at least, man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like,
bro,
I
you can
wouldn't
take
put that.
off or something.
He has a different element to his game. So like, and I wouldn't say that. I mean, Gino led the league in completion percentage for some of this year. You know what I mean? Half of the year. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that he's if that's what you're banking on, the AOC is probably a little bit more accurate or whatever. Then I would say by a whisker, because and then but when you take into account the mobility and all that shit, yeah, it's not even a question.
Yeah, for real, for real. Hey fellas, I'm gonna take off, man. You guys gonna stay on?
G&G show, bro.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. No, yeah, you guys go ahead, man. Everybody have a good week, man. I gotta get up early, brother. So
All right,
you guys have a good week, man. Raider Nation, you know what it is, man. You guys we'll see you guys on Tuesday, or if anything else comes up. All right, fellas. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right. See you
All right,
later.
later.
Like at this point, like as much as I've said all the time that Gravy brings them up, like Fields, you know, like I never want Fields, but if you're gonna give me a at this day and age, like if you're gonna give me a choice between Russell Wilson and Fields, I even though Russell took his spot this year and all of that shit, whatever, I still think I might just lean towards Fields just because of the age, just because of the you know the youth and shit. Like, and yeah, Russ had an okay year this year, but you seen what they didn't win a game in the last 5 games, 5-6 games, something like that. So it's like you see when things got kind of tight, like Russ didn't produce at all.
Nobody blamed Russell Wilson, bro. Everybody blamed Mike Tomlin. Yeah, I noticed that. Everybody was saying, oh, are we secure with Mike Tomlin? And is he under a lot of pressure and all this shit? But no one said that.
Only if you give me a choice between them two. Like only if you're giving me a choice between them two. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I want any of them two. I'm just saying if you give me a choice between those two guys, I'd probably choose Fields.
I would take Fields too. Because I don't know if you mentioned it, but he's fast.
Yeah.
And he has a cannon for an arm. I just don't think that he never has got the opportunity in the coaching. I think Pete Carroll will be perfect for it's kind of like Mike Tomlin, bro, but just a little bit more energy. You know what I mean? More energy, but the same type coach, bro. Players coach, you know what I mean? And I think he'll produce, though. We go out and get this dude. It ain't gonna be expensive. It'll be a free agency, and then he knows he's not a $40-50 million guy yet. So when he
right here on Vegas is that Baker just signed a 3-year, $100 million deal with the Bucks, and he just had his best year. I don't think the Bucks are ready to let him go. You know what I mean? I don't think the Bucks are going to be ready to let him go.
Gino signed a big contract too, so get off that. He signed last year too for a bunch of money, didn't he?
Yeah, so just like I don't think that. I mean, Baker had his best year, led him to the playoffs, 2 years straight of division champs. Yeah, I don't think they don't get rid of Baker though.
Russell Wilson and it's Russell Wilson and they're like in the same contract issue. They're not. Russell Wilson is gonna get paid next year, so he's not doing it on the cheap. If Pittsburgh wants to pay him, then that's on their organization. But I don't want to be paying Russell Wilson $40 million because that's the rate of a decent quarterback nowadays is like $40-30 million, dude. That's a lot of your cap.
Yeah, Baker's on a good deal right now, $33 million a year.
And he played that way going in. Then he had a great year. Now he's gonna get a raise. You know what I mean? If he sticks around there, but Russell Wilson at the end of the season, he didn't make his money up, but he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback that has not a lot of bad seasons, and he's going to get paid. But
I just think it's a sign when Look at how many quarterbacks we fucking brought up already, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like that's like the number one question. I think it's just like the obvious thing out there. It's there. You know what I mean? Like that's the fucking topic about not just on this channel, on almost every channel. You know what I mean about the Raiders. So it's like I think that's what makes it so glaring that we need it. Like AOC is not the guy because like it's like there's too much around it. Like for fucking Raider fans who are most of the time half and half, and at the beginning of the season it was half and half with AOC, but you've seen how many fans already turned on that. Like there's very few left on that train. You know what I mean? On that AOC train. Like even the people that were on that train on the beginning of the year have for sure fucking got off that train, you know, by now.
Well,
like,
I'm glad,
like, that's what kind of makes it so glaring that I think we have to, though. Like it's not even to me, it's not even a question for real.
Lois, yeah, I think me and Gabe approve of Pete Carroll. We were happy about it. You know, I think Lo was saying he's a little up in number and age and stuff, but you know, I'm sure he's gonna rock with them. You know, all of us end up rocking with our coach, so it ain't gonna be an AP situation. I'll tell you that. It ain't gonna be bad decision making. There ain't gonna be bad whatever. And I think he's gonna bring the right guys around him. So we weren't sure what AP was gonna do because it seems like to me he brought a bunch of friends over, and sometimes you can't do that. It doesn't work out a lot. You know, sometimes you bring it ain't good to work with your wife or your husband. You know what I mean? That's a bad idea. Work with your brothers. You know, I've been in situations where I work with best friends and we didn't get along. We got along worse at work than we did kicking back. So sometimes that's not a good combo as far as coaching is concerned. But I was happy. I'm very happy with Pete Carroll. I think it was a good move. Besides getting Johnson, that was the best that we could do.
Like you go to the last 10 Super Bowls, bro. Like I like, and I'm one of them. I'm one of the persons that be like the offensive coordinators, like with all the young offensive coordinators that are out there, like that is the kind of the way to go. And I was talking about that heavy with Ben Johnson. I'm still not going to backtrack that from that, but like to have Pete Carroll as your second option, and if you really take a look at it, bro, like the last 10 Super Bowl winners, the only guy that has done it as a young guy is McVay.
Yeah.
Only one out of the last 10 Super Bowl winners. So we could say the young guy is the way to go and all of that shit. But the last 10 years of Super Bowls does not say that. You know what I mean?
Well,
Bill Belichick.
Shanahan was in there. Shanahan was in there too, right?
You know what I mean? Bill Belichick and Andy Reid have dominated those last 10 years.
Winning,
you know what I mean?
winning them, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like winning those Super Bowls. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like that. And Pete Carroll is actually in one of those, in like right there. You know what I mean? Right there, and like just at the edge of those 10 years. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to look at that too. You know what I mean? And as much as people want to say that the NFL is moving towards that, like until one of those guys actually, you know, like what they say, what they say actually, what how do they say, when you actually fucking get past that, you know what I mean? Get past that hurdle, you know what I mean? Before, like one of them has to at least get past it, you know what I mean? Like I know McVay did, but right now when it's one out of like the last 10, that's an outlier. You know what I mean? Now with like as of right now, I think, and especially with our division that has 3 playoff teams in it, you know what I mean? One in the Super Bowl now, like all of them are what do they all have in common? You know what I mean? Super Bowl appearing coaches and very experienced.
Mm-hmm. I think Sirianni. Sirianni. People talk a lot of shit about that dude. You know what I mean?
Wait. Was Sirianni the coach of the Super Bowl though? Or was it Doug Peterson?
It was Doug Peterson that won the Super Bowl.
Doug Peterson. Sirianni made it to the Super Bowl, but he lost.
Yeah. But
Sirianni lost to, and who did he lose to? Andy Reid.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that outcome, bro? Just real quick.
Sirianni could do it though. Now he has a chance in 2 weeks to be that guy that, you know, kind of does it again, But he still has to do it. Like I said, one of those guys has to prove it, like again. So it could not be an outlier. You know what I mean? So it's like right now, until they do it, it's still dominated by the old guys, by the experienced guys.
That's why I think we did a good move, bro, because I think that's going to be the trend. You know, these guys that are good, you know, McCarthy belongs in some, I think McCarthy belongs in some organization somewhere to build it up. He's a great offensive mind. He ain't going to be no coordinator. He don't need to be pushed around like that. So he's a head coach.
So, like, to answer that question, I forgot what's Luis. Yes, I'm for sure. I'm very happy that if that was gonna be our second choice, I'm very happy that was our second choice, bro. Because that's a damn. It's not very often you can say Pete Carroll's your second choice.
Mm-hmm. Well, we would have wanted, you know, another young offensive coordinator that was better than what we had, but he wouldn't have known. He would have had to learn on the job too. And they didn't want to do that again. They said that. We don't want to do that again.
But that's all I'm saying. I'm just happy with it. Like, obviously, the question mark is how long does he stay around with his age? But I think we are the type of organizations that has to get back on the winning train, dog. And then, like, we can worry about when he's gone. You know what I mean? Like, if he leaves us as a winner, it ain't gonna be hard to go get a coach if your team is winning or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it's just it all depends on you're gonna go. You know what I mean?
We got to get on this Chief High Smoke and tell him to get the fuck out of chat. You're welcome to say whatever you want, but you disrespecting people right here, bro.
I mean, they came to a Raider channel, bro, after their team wins. You know what I mean?
Doing looking at us for, bro?
Who's the lane? You know what I mean? Who's the fucking lane? They come to a Raider channel after they win when they could be celebrating and doing something else, but yet they're on YouTube looking for a Raider channel. Who's the fucking lane? To be honest, you know what I mean? So come on, bro. That's just
your little butthole was all pinched up when we lucky our coach didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Your little asshole was all pinched up when we was gonna win that game, but we did it though. But I give it to you.
He literally ran to YouTube to go find the Raider channel, dog. So who's the fucking you know what I mean? Who's the fucking lane? This fool should be at his fucking if the Raiders won a fucking NFC championship or anything like that, I ain't gonna be fucking going to go no Chiefs thing. I'm gonna be fucking out, drinking, doing something, celebrating, going to probably driving my ass to Vegas right now, being on the street. I'm gonna be fucking, bro. I'm gonna go look for the Raiders channel.
You're gonna be looking for the Raider channel. Where's that Gravy and Gabe at? I'm gonna feel tough and say something on the chat. Yeah, there you go.
The one thing I can't say is I'm not gonna talk shit about. You know, they're doing it. The Chiefs are in the Super Bowl again. That one thing we ain't gonna do it. But you are lame, buddy.
Go listen to your Miley Cyrus. What's your name? That one bitch. My daughter likes it.
The Swiftie right there, bro. He's probably like 12 years old in his basement, fucking commenting.
He's gonna get in trouble if he says, "You guys ain't shit." Oh, he's like this.
The Swiftie.
Yeah,
it's all right. I mean, hey, they have the shit to be fucking to be like bragging rights. Hell yeah, the Chiefs have all of that right now. But to be on to go on, you know, to the first thing you do is to go on a channel to their team, dog. That's pretty weird.
Do it, bro. That's what a little gay ass Hefe used to do. Remember, he used to be all in our stuff. But at least he'd do it during the season. And he would come in after a loss too. He would come in. At least he had the balls to come in after a loss and represent himself. But he was just a weirdo. That's it.
But now I think that it's the Raiders right now. I think that with Pete Carroll, it's getting us back on the right track. That's the thing. That's the most important thing with him. And I think that he, regardless if he lasts the 3 years that he got signed for or 4 years, if he leaves us in the right spot, that's better than where we at right now. So you know what I mean? And I think if you're going to give the keys to somebody, give it to somebody that's done it before. You know what I mean? That's the one I'm gonna have most confidence in, that to get us back on the right track. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. We're gonna take Isn't there some games this weekend for college, Gabe? Isn't the Senior Bowl or something coming up?
I think so.
And
Well, the Pro Bowl this
Why is
weekend too.
Shadir practicing, bro? What's wrong with him?
Practicing?
Yeah, he's not practicing. I seen a thing on Instagram that he wasn't practicing. There were people stretching, getting plays in, people dropping back for passes, and he wearing sweats.
He has too much. I think he has.
He knows
With
he's
his
going
dad's
up there. Huh?
connection- I think with his dad's connections in the NFL and the way he's been saying, like the way he's been talking now, I think it's just. I think he knows, bro. I think like there's no like. I think he knows that he ain't going past 3, 4. No, like I just don't think. Or at worst case, he goes to us at 6. Like I don't think that he's gonna. Like he knows that he's going high. So like. I just don't think he's not that interested in doing that shit. He already said that he's probably not even going to throw at the combine too.
He's that tight. He thinks he's that tight that he don't need to throw. If he does that,
he mentioned last week that he probably was not going to throw at the combine.
If he does that, he'll probably drop to us. I think so.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe that's his plan. You know what I mean? To turn off teams on him. You know what I mean? To turn off teams on his attitude. You know what I mean? Because he has somebody in mind, or he's talked to somebody, and we do know he's talked to Mark. You know what I mean? They were at a fucking game together. They've had meeting or whatever. Like he's been in the suite with him. You know what I mean? So, like, maybe that's their plan, dog. But I just like, I don't like the way he's moving, obviously. But I think a lot of quarterbacks do it like this, though, too. You know what I mean?
I wish Cam would be like that, so he could fall to us. I'll take Cam over Shador any day. I wish Cam would be acting like that.
Yeah, I just think that it's he has too many guarantees, I think, with him. I think that he's already been talked to behind the scenes by certain people. I don't know if it's us, the Giants, the Titans, somebody, but I think he's talked enough behind the scenes with people that he knows. And I think that's why he's playing it this way.
FaZe, you're right. I'm on that, but I don't know about 6, bro. I don't know about 6. There's plenty of them. I really, really like that dude from North Carolina. Like that guy from Kansas.
Omarion fucking Hampton. Yes, bro. Like that dude. That dude's good, bro.
I'll take him. He's a big boy. That's a big boy.
And he can catch. He can catch out of the backfield. He can do everything, bro.
Instantly make our running game better. Drop Zeus. I don't even like calling him Zeus. What's his name? I forgot his name. But I mean, I don't mind keeping Abdullah and Madison. You know, those are solid backups, but we got to get a stud over there. I ain't with this running back by committee. Nah, you got to cut his ass too. Fumbler.
What about Sincere McCormick as a backup?
Sincere McCormick gets hurt too much, bro. How many times has he been hurt all 3 years?
And it was a bad injury too. Wasn't it a torn ACL or?
Again, another one. Or the ankle or something. Broke his ankle or something like that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Get hurt.
Rick Al says Shrine Bowl is Thursday, Senior Bowl is Saturday.
But the real ones play the Senior Bowl. That's That's the Reese's one, something like that.
The Shrine Bowl is more for like guys that might go undrafted. They could probably stock their draft stock and shit like that. Some guys will play in the Shrine Bowl that maybe go in the 3rd, 4th round, something like that. But the Shrine Bowl's more for that. You know what I mean? Guys that haven't got that much of a spotlight and last chance on the field to get a good look from these scouts, because they're all going to be there. You know what I mean? A lot of these scouts are going to be there, so it could be a last chance. But the Senior Bowl, is the one where more of the established college players go.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna be looking at. I want to see. My problem with Jackson Dart is that he's in that system, bro. He's in that Lane Kiffin system. And it's just one read. That's it. If it ain't open, then dump it or take off running. So
that's why I would want to, if we are gonna do that, Russell Wilson or even say they do try to go for like a Stafford or just like an older type of guy like that. For sure, not Cousins. Fuck Kirk Cousins. No. But if you try to go for one of those guys, say one of those two guys. I'll just keep it at them two. But you try to go for one of those two guys, I think that still doesn't take you away from drafting a guy at quarterback, at number in the 2nd round or 3rd round.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
they need to get a quarterback this draft, and then they need to get one next year too. You know what I mean? I'm with getting somebody, every 2 years or every, couple of years, because you never know what's gonna happen. Never know what's gonna happen. Anybody with potential, you gotta take. Can't be,
just,
I'm sure Kansas City and all these guys with good quarterbacks are saying, man, this young guy right here is gonna make us win after we lose Stafford or we lose, Goff or something like that. You always got to think that, bro. You're not gonna be there forever.
I mean, there's still a lot of talk about Darrell Bevel too, and that's the thing too. Like with him, with that type of offensive coordinator, I think you're gonna try to go for, like, you're going more for a dart, a guy like those type of guys. You know what I mean? Where they have bigger arms or stuff like that, where accuracy plays a big part and shit like that too. Because I don't think that they go for a Milroe or stuff like that if that's the way they decide to go, like Darrell Bevel.
Yeah,
he's more of a drop back type guy. Like, obviously, you like the new thing is you need mobility, of course, but I think it's more mobility of in the pocket mobility and getting out of the pocket mobility type shit. And if you have to run, you have to. But it's always first is always throwing the ball. And I think that's if you go for like a Darrell Bevel, I think that's the type of maybe quarterback they go out look for. But yeah, man, and that's the name that seems to be at the top of the list. You know what I mean? But there's still plenty of names to watch out for. And
I think Gabe said it first.
Those are the questions that I think should be asked tomorrow. Like, what are the guys that you guys are bringing in for offensive coordinator, like interviewing them or taking a look at or something like that? Because there's been the media saying this guy, but no like real definitive guys who were like have been brought in or like that they've been actually like from the building, like just saying like or even from like the real guys that know about the know-it-all, like the Adam Schefters or anything like that are saying like, oh, Darrell Bevel or this guy or this guy. You know what I mean? It's just like since Pete Carroll has been named, it's like it's all rumors about this guy or this guy. I mean, no real definitive. I hope
coming here.
Ask tomorrow. Tomorrow. What coordinators? What are you planning on doing with your staff? On filling in the staff. You know what I mean? Because you see these other teams that they hired their coaches, and a lot of them already have their offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators too. You know what I mean? So, like you seen Ben Johnson right away go get Dennis Allen. You know what I mean? You see these guys, going to that. So that's more interesting on tomorrow's press conference. Like, does that get asked, or do they actually name the guys tomorrow because they're in their press conference, and do they say this guy's going to be my offensive coordinator, this guy's going to be my defensive coordinator? So that's going to be interesting to see tomorrow in tomorrow's press conference.
Yeah, usually when they do the hire, they have the press conference, and then he has a day or two. He had a day or two to probably to make some phone calls on a list that he had of offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators. He might announce them tomorrow. You don't know, but
that's what I'm saying. Hopefully,
so once he's announced, I think we'll get some feedback on who's going to come in, who's going to talk to. But he might want to keep that on the hush. But I don't know. Some coaches
hopefully
don't.
They already have them there. Hopefully that they're just waiting for this fucking press conference.
Yeah, they're waiting for the press conference for him to be known, and then he gets his coaches.
Yeah, like I mean, hopefully that's the case. But like, I just don't want it to drag on. Like, if they're waiting for the Super Bowl or something like that, but I don't see them going after like. You see them going. Maybe they try to go after Cliff Kingsbury now. Like, I don't think Cliff Kingsbury leaves fucking. No way he leaves fucking Jaden. You know what I mean? If Jaden plays another year like that, he's going to have Cliff Kingsbury at the top of everybody's head coaching list. You know what I mean? So
they made each other look good, bro. They made each other look good.
That's why I'm saying, like I know we've been talking about, with Jaden Daniels, what it came here, would he have been the same? You know what I mean? Would he have done this with the Raiders? Like, I don't think maybe he doesn't get to the AFC Championship, but I do think that he has us way better, and he probably gives AP at least a second look. He probably gives AP at least a second look for them to be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So like maybe with a different, different personnel, maybe he can succeed. But I think Jaden's good enough to where it's not. I don't think it's a lot of I think Cliff has something to do with it, but you see his the feel for the game with Jaden, dog. Like he knows when to run when he needs to. You know what I mean? Like his passing is he has accuracy, bro. Like he has touch. You know what I mean? And it's just like he has a lot. He made, like you said, they made both each other look good. But I think Jaden's special.
Yeah, him and Kingsbury is a good connection. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need a quarterback OC connection like that. And I don't blame Kingsbury for going that route. You know what I mean? Sure. If we were serious about getting Jaden, we wouldn't have had, like I said before, we wouldn't have had Brock Bowers. So the content creators that are saying Jaden with Brock Bowers and that off, it wouldn't have happened.
No, that wouldn't have been.
That wouldn't have been.
I don't think we're 4-13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think definitely we're not 4-13 with Jaden for sure.
Yeah, so it would have been good that we would have had our quarterback and probably would have got a better coach if we would have fired AP. But I think Jaden would have probably kept AP's job another year, and then he would have messed it up and then been fired next year.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him really talk to anybody if he had to have the chance. Like the only thing is that if it's for because that's really the only thing left, right? Or like the only way that he can actually, a team could actually like take a look at him without having to like request for an interview is if he's promoted. So if he's promoted to like,
he's the head coach. If he's a lateral move, if it's a lateral move,
then they have to get permission from the team to interview him. But if it's like a promotion where, like, say the Saints want to interview him next week, this week, they can't say nothing. If Kingsbury wants to take that opportunity, he could. But like as a lateral move, he would. I guess they have to put in the request to go interview him.
I think he's excited though. But if he gets a interview, see JD5 and Devontae with Brock Bowers would have been legendary. Yeah, it would have been. But if we wouldn't have had
JD5 with Devontae and fucking even Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer, even with Michael Mayer and Jacoby Myers would have been good. You know what I mean? They're like, we wouldn't have had Brock Bowers. That wouldn't have been possible. But
or JPJ.
Even just JD5, I think keeps Devontae. And and Michael Mayer isn't in a fucking in depression. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And fucking you've seen Myers with the shit quarterbacks that we had still get to 1,000 yards. So you probably see even Myers have a better year. You know what I mean? So I just think that I don't think that, like I said, I don't think we get to the AFC Championship. Or who knows? Even playoffs is questionable, but we're definitely not 4-13. We're definitely not 4-13 when we're looking at.
Why would we give up? Is DK Metcalf a free agent?
I don't think so. He has 1 year left.
Why would we trade picks for D?
I think he's a restricted free agent to where I think he's going to be a restricted free agent.
We need our picks. Do you agree, Gabe? We need our picks to get players. Why would we go out there? Metcalf is probably a second, third.
Would you trade one of because we have 2 third rounders? Would you trade one of your third rounders for him?
Yeah, absolutely. But because we have the only thing drafting that I think we should do is that unless we get, and people ain't gonna like this because no one ever says this, Gabe, that we get somebody from the interior or we get somebody a DB in pick 6, and I'm not talking about a running back, a quarterback, a linebacker, or any other position. Or we get an offensive lineman, the best offensive lineman that's out there, or the best defensive end or defensive tackle out there, or a cornerback, then we should drop down and then get a Milroe or a Dart or a Gabriel or somebody that they like and pick them later and then get more picks to make our team better more quickly. You know what I mean? Late in the first round or late in the upper second round. Get a bunch of second round picks. You get a bunch of third round picks and just game up,
Devontae
man.
Went for third. Devontae went for a third. That's the only reason I said Devontae went for a third. So like you might be able to go. You know what I mean? Like if they're not going to be like really interested in, if their plan is to like not pay DK big money in next offseason anyway? You know what I mean? Maybe they do, try to shop him for a third rounder because they do have a Njigba. You know what I mean? They do have an Njigba and stuff like that. So it's like
they still got Lockett. Shit, I take Lockett. I'll even take Lockett.
I think Lockett's more of a Myers type guy. Like I think we need that other element. That's why I like DK. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I like DK. He has that speed, the size.
I always get DK in fantasy. I always get DK in fantasy, and I trade him when he gets hurt, and then I get him back when he comes back.
Like that's. I'm not saying that Lockett and Myers are a mirror of each other. I'm just saying that they're like possession. They're more of a possession type of receiver.
But,
you know what I mean?
But
so we're like
DK's dominant, bro. He dominant that outside. He'll get that.
That's what I'm saying. DK. I think that's the element that we're kind of missing. That element that Devontae kind of gave us. You know what I mean? With less speed.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, DK's fast, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Devontae was that same type of element with less speed, basically. Obviously, probably has better hands and shit like that. But what I'm saying is just like when you get that element. I'm not talking about player for player. I'm just talking about that element of the game where DK is that big receiver that you need, has speed, you know what I mean? And you have a possession receiver, and then you have a Swiss Army knife in Bowers. You know what I mean? So I think that's the reason why I would kind of lean towards Metcalf if we had a chance to it. But I think there's receivers out there too in this draft. You know what I mean? And we have plenty.
Trading for DK for that third, or getting T. Higgins in free agency. Who would you rather have? They're both big guys.
I like T because T is you don't need to trade that. You just need to pay T. You don't need to go out and give a third for T. You know what I mean? You just gotta go out and pay him.
He's looking at top money right now, though. He's looking at Chase money. He want money like Chase, bro. And they gotta pay Chase too. They gotta pay Chase this year too, don't they?
Well, they're gonna pay. I think didn't they extend him?
I didn't see the contract. I don't know. I'm not sure. But T. Higgins is always hurt, man. Just like what Rick L said, he's hurt a lot, bro. DK has his little minor.
You ain't lying. But he is hurt, but when he's out there, he balls, man. That dude is good, man. T. Higgins is really good. It's just that for sure is his question mark.
We got to get Matt Collins back too, bro. I want Matt Collins back, bro. He shined.
That was a nice fucking touchdown, man. That was a nice. He had a couple big catches. He was the only one that seemed to have sure hands today.
Mm-hmm. And that's all that's all he has, bro. You know what I mean? Matt Collins and Curtis Samuel and who else, bro? He had Diggs, but he's hurt, right? Cooper caught one pass.
Yeah.
And Amari and the Raiders, let's get Cooper back. You know what I mean? What's wrong with us, man? Come on, dude. He didn't want to be here from the get-go.
Yeah, he's not. He just doesn't have that first step anymore. He just
he got nothing, bro.
Dropping
balls like he did when he was here, bro. Like he did when he was in Dallas. So
hey, I don't disagree. Like I say, like maybe it was that's a question mark. You know what I mean? For me, like, but you never know because that's JD5 just showed me that he had a lot. Obviously, like somebody said earlier, the Washington offensive line is better and stuff like that. But that's why I'm saying they might not have gotten to the AFC Conference, but I think he does give. If we would have had like that, just the balls to go out and trade for him, you know what I mean? I think one way or another, I think the outcome is better. But I mean, that is what it is. What it is. You know what I mean? JD, he's not coming here, and he ain't here. So right now, it's the future, and it's just right now. I think it's the only guy that I think that is even close to that. Which I don't even think it's the year that he had. I don't think nobody's gonna come close to it next year. You know what I mean? Especially with these quarterbacks. Cam Ward will probably be the closest guy that I think he probably can have that type of year. Not that type of year, but something similar. But yeah, I don't think there's somebody's going to come back next year and top it. Like I know people are saying like, oh, last year was CJ, this year was Jaden. Maybe next year it's Cam or something like that. But the year that Jaden had this year, I don't think a lot of rookies are going to touch that.
Nah. don't think so either. This is this special stuff right here. It doesn't even mimic what C.J. Stroud did last year. It's better.
Yes,
It's better
for
than
sure.
what C.J. Stroud did last year. And C.J. had a falling off year, and I hope that doesn't happen to Jaden, man. I hope that doesn't happen to Jaden in sophomore year. You know, you get that sophomore jinx, and people look at you all year, and they figure you out. You know what I mean? And they know, but he's tough to figure out because he's so accurate. He's so accurate.
He's accurate.
He's
Yep.
the first. He's really the first quarterback that I've seen be accurate on a deep ball. You know what I mean?
Never gets fucking, and he never gets like emotional. Like it doesn't matter if who's getting his face, he'll smile right back at him. Like it's just like he's just calm, dog. He's cool. Like they say right here, he's cool, dog. He's just cool and cool character, bro. Like he's just.
Well, the
I don't know
thing
what it is,
that
but
they didn't rattle him and during this game. It's just that they turned over the ball, bro. They
humble.
They fumbled. They didn't
3 fumbles.
They didn't defend well. You know what I mean? As far as stopping the run.
Yep.
And you know, and I was shocked that Philly dropped 50 on him. I did because that defense was playing good, bro.
Got out of hand at the end, but I think there was still like beginning of the fourth quarter where it was still like maybe up in the, like, you know what I mean, you had a negation. If they score here, maybe they could make it a game again. But as soon as they had that third fumble and shit like that, it was just that's you can't overcome that, especially when they score touchdowns on every single one of those turnovers. Yeah, you ain't not gonna win that game, bro.
I thought that you know, you just shut down the best offense in the league, you know what I mean, handedly, and then you play these guys that have the best defense in the league, and then I don't know, bro. That's just weird, bro. Football's weird this year. But
it's one of the worst games I ever seen Marshawn Lattimore have too.
Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore was out of character. Well, he has that character, but they got
he balls, man. That dude's he's always solid. Like I've seen him get burned. I've seen him give up plays and shit like that, but as a whole game, I think this is one of the worst games I've ever seen Marshawn Lattimore play.
That dude in a minute for the Raiders, bro. I'll take him for a minute.
I mean, that it was just he was getting punked by AJ today, dog.
Yeah.
And any guy too, because even fucking Devontae Smith caught a couple balls on him too. Like it's just
the tight end, bro. The tight end was on his ass too. And he tried to tackle Saquon, dude. He just like looked like he was leaping for air, bro. He was so late. I said, man, Saquon is fast, bro. He's fast.
This is one of the worst games I ever seen that fool play, and because that dude's always solid, dog. Like especially with the better, he always takes that responsibility of going to go try to cover the best guy that the other team has, and today he just wasn't it.
Oh, I'm FaZe. You brought up the dude, bro. I don't know JD5's Kobe-ish, but hey, I want to say this. One of my most favorite basketball player ever is Kobe Bryant. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I rooted for the dude. And 5 years ago today, Kobe Bryant died in his helicopter crash with his daughter. I
can remember where I was at. It's crazy. That's one of those moments where, like, you remember where you were at, dog. You remember what you were doing. You remember the fucking sky, how the sky was outside. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, that day was crazy, bro.
See the document?
I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I was the biggest Kobe fan, but.
You was a Laker fan, bro? You didn't like Kobe?
I was more of a Shaq fan, that's why. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, but, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's Kobe was Kobe. You know what I mean? It's great. I'm never going to talk shit about him or anything like that. Kobe was Kobe. But, like, he is one of the greats in this game, too. You know what I mean? I can't deny that. And that's one of the things that you could tell how much they impacted basketball and impacted just, you know, like, sports when you could remember how, like, that day, like, there's, like, don't get me wrong, there's people that pass away all the time and all this shit, like, and you don't feel it like that. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was crazy, bro. That was a crazy fucking day.
Did you guys, just for that area in Los Angeles, bro, did you guys, did you hear a lot of shit or going on and stuff in LA about it? Was there a lot of things about it?
I couldn't, that day, I don't think I saw one person without tears in their eyes, bro.
Yeah.
I swear.
There was so much rumors, bro. I was listening to the radio. There was so much rumors that all of his daughters was with him. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you know, I'm a father. And I'm like, Oh my God, you know, I can't believe
bro,
it.
like I say, I'm not the biggest Kobe fan, but
Yeah.
when I heard his daughter and all of that shit, bro, I had
Yeah.
tears in my eyes too, dog.
Yeah, the father came out of me too, and I feel bad for Kobe.
Man,
Yeah.
when you hear like the stories, it fucking gives me goosebumps right now, dog. Like that shit, dog. Like they hugging his daughter, like that's the way they found him. Like, damn,
I
dog. It
got
gives
a
me like,
poster of him, bro, and my
give me goosebumps, dog. Oh shit.
That's the only different team I got on in my. And I'm a Sacramento Kings fan, and I've always admired Kobe, and and the way he played. There ain't another person. And people say the mama mentality, bro, but ain't no one got it like that dude, bro. You know, ain't nobody. They broke the mold with Kobe, bro, and they got rid of him. So that mold is broke and it's done with because there ain't gonna never be another Kobe or even close. Because that mold.
I know
is
we're a
broke.
radio channel, dog, but that is Kobe. He's one of the sports greats. You know what I mean? And this is the 5-year anniversary of him, so pay our respects to him, dog. And and his daughter and everybody that died in that helicopter crash. Because shit, there's a family that lost pretty much everybody too in that helicopter crash, dog. So
I bet you Vanessa and the other girls are feeling deep right now. You know what I mean? So they don't know me, but peace up to them, and I hope blessed. You know what I mean? He's good. I got a jersey of Kobe, bro. And I never wear it, but I got rep it. I'll rep it that I have it, and it's just a good miss that. You know, that's like to me,
I used
bro.
to always have arguments with my brother about Kobe and Jordan, right? And like, because he's like that's his fucking favorite player ever. You know what I mean? And like, we always used to have little arguments and shit like that. But I don't think I said one bad thing since Kobe's fucking passed away, dog, about Kobe. Like,
to me, bro, celebrated like Pele or Muhammad Ali, bro. You know what I mean? It should have been like that, but it was so drastic, bro. You know what I mean? So that's the way I think about Kobe, bro. I admired him like that, bro, because it's work ethic. And, you know, I was a coach, and I said, man, this dude was for real, bro. You know what I mean? You could see how bad he wanted things. I don't know, bro. Maybe your best player, if he would have listened to Kobe, he would have been a better player instead of being a fat lop and getting traded and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They got rid of Shaq, kept Kobe. You know what I mean? So, and they got Pau Gasol and they win. I know a lot about the Lakers just because Kobe, but I've always been a Sacramento Kings fan, bro. That's the difference. I couldn't switch over.
Nah, but yeah, I mean, like the people are saying, you know, I heard that a lot today too about Jaden, about how they're calling him Kobe and shit like that. I mean, it's cool. That's a fucking the highest compliment for him. You know what I mean? I bet you he fucking feels that shit too. Like I could tell you right now, I bet you he feels fucking honored with that fucking nickname. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's like that shit's crazy. You know what I mean? So but damn, dog, like I don't think today you could say, regardless if they put 55 on him, like that was not a performance where you could say, oh, it's because of Jaden or because of this. You know what I mean? Like that shit was just. Philadelphia is a damn good fucking team, and when you turn over the ball 3 times and every single one of them results in fucking touchdowns, there's 99.9% you're not going to win that game.
But I think Washington's going to be there again, bro. You know what I mean? They're real young. They're going to be a good team.
They got money too, because he's on his rookie contract. Remember, that's why I keep reiterating that too. Like, they're going to be able to build the next 3 years, 4 years, bro.
And what free agent ain't going to want to go to that, bro? What free agent, wide receiver, offensive lineman ain't going to want to be around
Snyder's
that?
Not there as the owner no more. Magic is part of that fucking ownership group and all that shit. Like, you've seen Magic with this fucking Midas touch. You know what I mean? Like, everything,
bro. Yeah, you have the Dodgers.
Bro, it's crazy how almost everything fucking Magic touches, like, they end up succeeding, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy.
But then why don't Mark Davis tell him to come over here?
Real fuck. It's his fucking every one of his businesses hit. His fucking theaters. His fucking when he thought about when he had the Lakers, they won championships. Then he sold his part there. When he had his little bit of piece of the Lakers, and he fucking sold there. Went to go buy the Dodgers. Fucking ended up winning there. And now, like, with the Commanders building another winner, like first year, fucking NFC championship. Like, damn, bro.
Gotta say,
Dude has
fuck
a fucking.
Bring Magic, bro. Fuck Brady. Bring Magic. Magic and Brady, bro. Running the show. That'd be dope, bro. We gotta push for that, bro. Hashtag that shit.
Magic got that Midas touch, man.
I'm surprised he didn't. I'm surprised he didn't come this way when the Raiders came over here.
Well, I think that nobody expected Snyder to ever sell. And when that shit came available, he got that group fucking quick. I mean, he already has that group basically because he's already had that, you know, multiple fucking, you know, buys in professional sports. You know what I mean? So like he already has that big. As soon as that shit went available, he jumped on that shit.
And wearing and fixed, bro. Magic was a Raider fan. I'm like, oh, shit, come over here, man. Slide over here to the dark side, bro. Get all that watching.
Yeah, you already left them. You already left the Commanders in a good place. Come ask Mark if you could buy a piece too.
He'll be running things up, bro. He'll probably drop the beer down a little bit and the tickets down a little bit. That's what you got to do. You got to bring people in there. $3,000, man. We're looking at that Dallas game.
Fucking Atlanta. You see Atlanta Stadium for the national championship?
Yeah, I see the championship.
And Arthur Blank, how he has the prices over there. They're fucking $2 hot dogs, $5 beers, fucking $6 hamburgers, fucking, you know what I mean? Like literally like what like they cost on the like anywhere. You know what I mean? Not those stadium prices, bro. Like that shit's crazy. And Phoenix too. I think the Phoenix Suns also did that shit. Like the owner made everything on their menu $2.
That's dope. They would do that in Las Vegas.
That's crazy. Like the owner from the Phoenix Suns made everything $2 at the concession stands.
But are the tickets expensive too over there though?
Not in Phoenix.
Well, that's a basketball game, but I mean, yeah. There's so much of them.
But like the national championship game had that shit. The national championship game in Atlanta was like that. And I guess those are the regular prices at Atlanta Stadium, the Falcons Stadium.
The Falcons? Mm.
Yeah. And that's a brand new stadium. So it's not like if it's this old ass stadium where, you know, it's because it's an old stadium and they just sell this fucking cheap food. No, it's a brand new fucking stadium. It's one of the better stadiums in the fucking league. You know what I mean, too? So it's just.
What's wrong with us, man? How come it's so difficult for us to get a ticket, bro?
Vegas. It's fucking everything's expensive. It's like they make so much money everywhere else. Like they can't make the fucking game fucking $10 beers at least. Shit.
$10 beers.
Fuck at least. Fucking
take a $12 beer and a $2 shot, bro. That's what I'll take. But I gotta get. You gotta pay for that sushi and all that. If they had Louisiana chicken in Las Vegas, bro, I'll be there every game. Bro. Give me a bucket. I'll sit in the wing club, bro, just to get a bucket of chicken all greasy and shit.
Hey, that shit, that since that time you tasted it, that shit's fucking. That shit you've been waiting for that shit fucking come back next year for that
next
bucket.
Year, bro. Next year is the LA. I'll be there, bro. Oxygen tank and everything. I don't care, bro. But hey, that Louisiana chicken in LA at that spot is better than liquor store chicken.
Oh fuck yeah, man! Yeah. That's not. It's not even. Yeah, like no, but liquor store chicken is good too.
Yeah, liquor store chicken in Fresno is good, bro. I'm telling you that.
That's what I'm saying.
Hoods, but around my hood, liquor store chicken is bomb.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like that one on that fucking one over there in Inglewood, the Louisiana chicken right there.
Dangerous over there, bro. We just rolled in too. Everybody just said, "Hey, what's up?"
Manchester, and Normandy.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
Yeah, it's right there.
I'm glad Gabe took me there because it was bomb. I saved the whole thing. Gabe and Lo were eating that shit in the car, and I just waited for it. And I got on my bed, bro, in the hotel room. I just said, I said, damn, Gabe, this shit is good. I text you. I remember texting you.
I know. I remember I was driving home and I was like, hey, this shit's bomb.
It was so hot, man. It was so hot. I passed out so quick, bro. Remember the weather over there?
It's because it has that like spice to it too, dog. Like it's not super spicy, but it has a spice to it, and it's just fucking good.
Hey, and the potatoes was good, bro. The cheese was good. So.
But we just gotta fucking. Hopefully, they do something like that at fucking the Raider game. Now put something in there that's fucking good. I mean, they don't have They have some shit that's okay, but like,
sushi, bro. Go get some sushi. Go get a California roll in Las Vegas over there, bro. Like,
put an In-N-Out in that bitch. Oh, I heard that. I mean, talking about In-N-Out, I think they're gonna put an In-N-Out at Dodger Stadium, but they should put one in fucking the Raiders Stadium too.
I've never been to a baseball.
Yeah,
I've been to an A's game. I've been to a couple of A's games. Yeah, I used to go see Ricky Henderson back in the '80s, bro. My dad used to take me to go to Oakland Stadium. Bro.
Oakland, dog. I mean, that Oakland Coliseum was something different. You know what I mean? Those days were crazy. Yeah, the days back in the day, dog, in Oakland, just being at the Coliseum was just, it was different, dog. When you went out there, like the vibe, the just the fucking atmosphere, everything, dog, was just like crazy. Like you couldn't get no fucking, you couldn't see no damn Broncos fan walking by himself or a fucking Chiefs fan walking by himself or like something like that. Like, hell no.
Didn't happen, bro. Didn't happen. Yeah, I've rarely seen the other team unless it was the team, you know what I mean? Or they worked there, but never. It was good, man. It got a little crazy in the mid-90s, late 90s, early 2000s. It got crazy, but then
I know everybody that's right here too knows that Motel 6 that was right next to the stadium, dog. Like that was the spot. The night before was fucking cracking. It was like a tailgate in its own the nights before the games, and then it just continued on to the next morning. Like, bro, we wouldn't go to sleep till like 2-3 in the morning at the hotel, and then we'd wake up at 5 in the morning, go in the line, and wait there till they open the gates at 3 in the morning. It's still fucking people drinking in the lines, fucking while the gates open and shit.
That's on the car, bro, and wait. We used to sit on the car and wait because it was cold over there at night, even like in the summer. Be in the car in the heater, waiting to get through the parking lot so we could get the first dibs closest to the door.
Yep. That's why we'd be there at 5 in the morning. We didn't give up, but we'd be right there, fucking everybody drinking and smoking and shit right there by the car. In the car, get off the car right there and just chill by the car until the gates open. Then everybody just jump in the car right when the gates open and go fucking park.
To walk around and try to get tickets and shit, you know, or parking passes or something.
Oakland was different, dog.
And the handicap. Raiders Resistance, what's up, man?
I miss that shit, bro. I miss fucking Oakland, but I mean,
but shitty stadium. But hey, it was ours, bro. It was. That was football right there, bro.
But yeah, man, we're at the 2-hour mark. Shit, damn, that went by fast.
2:01. Wait, when you come late, bro, you only been here for an hour.
Yeah, because I was at my cousin's. I was watching the fucking game. I was hoping they fucking lost because he's a Chiefs fan. I was at his house, and they won. I was like, fuck, man. I really thought I was gonna go over there.
How could you be? You know, I know there's a lot of natives in my area. There's a lot of natives that dig the Chiefs, but they don't know much about football. You know what I mean? Like they just see, oh, we're winning. So that's
Raider Angelo was cracking, man. Hey, man, yeah, I'm big on boxing, so yeah, I'm definitely. We have a fucking party we're gonna do this weekend for that shit and the UFC event. So we're gonna be at my brother-in-law's house. We're gonna be watching those fights for sure. I mean, Dave Benavidez and Dave Morrell, that's a hell of a fucking matchup. So if anybody aren't familiar with those names, I know probably a lot of people are familiar with David Benavidez, but I might say David Benavidez ain't taking no risk in this fight because who the fuck is David Morrell? David Morrell is a beast, man. And it's just gonna be a tough fucking fight for David Benavidez. So we're gonna see this weekend how good Benavidez is, man, because that dude is one of the better fucking amateurs in the last fucking 20-30 years, and this the beginning of his career, he's shown why. So yeah, so Morrell is a fucking hell of a fighter, and they're both. This is not no situation where David Benavidez is always the bigger guy. He comes in bigger. People call him a weight bully or whatever like that. Like David Morrell's right there. So this is gonna be a hell of a matchup. And then the UFC, Izzy fights the style bender. So against Imamov. So there's some hell of a fights this weekend, huh? So it's gonna be cool. Pitbull Cruz fights on that undercard. So that's gonna be a good fight too. Pitbull fights on that fight. So yeah, Saturday's gonna be a good fight night.
Speaking of boxing, where the hell Ja Raider being at, man? You haven't seen Ja Raider in the chat in a long time. How he's doing?
No,
what's up, Gravy Gay? What's up, Solomon Mitchell? How you doing, brother? We got folks coming in, bro. Got folks coming in.
I know. I know Angelo follows boxing a lot too because he knows, man. Yeah. Morale is badass.
He's a trainer, I believe. He's a trainer.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, man. So yeah, because Morale's a damn hell of a boxer, man. So it's gonna be a good fight card too. The whole card is pretty good, and yeah, so it's gonna be good fight night. So if you guys want to go watch, if you guys are interested in go watching any boxing like that, yeah, go catch that shit. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. These guys throw punches. These guys ain't out there to pity pat or run around the ring. These guys are most likely you're gonna see. I don't think it goes to the distance. I don't think this fight goes the distance.
And Angelo's also a liver transplant recipient like myself. He's far in the process than I am, and I appreciate him reaching out to me and stuff. I just want to say that to Angelo, and make it aware that that's the reason why he has a name like that. So
it's a hell of a prospect right there too. Well, he's not even considered a prospect anymore because he's that dude. I mean, he's 23, still young as fuck, but that dude has been moving up, and it looks like it ain't hurting him either. You know what I mean? He's been moving up in weight, and he's at 168 right now, which is a very good division, but a lot of fighters in that division. But that dude's a very good fucking up and coming fighter, bro. Diego Pacheco for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, man, Angelo should have a show in boxing, man. You should have it.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go catch his fucking boxing shit too, like his fucking shit like that too. Cause hey, man, I love boxing.
I think he does. I think he has a show.
I love just combat sports, all combat sports, dog. Fucking the bare knuckle fighting just happened the other day with fucking Jeremy Stevens and fucking Eddie Alvarez. That shit was fucking badass. I just like combat sports too, dog. So it's like combat sports, football. You know what I mean? It's just anything gladiator-ish. You know what I mean? That shit's fucking good to me, dog.
Hey, you like that? You like that slap shit?
I don't like that. That's one thing I don't like. I mean, it's funny. It's funny and all of that shit, but
yeah, man, some of these dudes get knocked out, bro. Some of these dudes
it's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's funny, but like, as far as like, I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? It's just I don't really get like the. It's
I like cool, the midget. I like the midget.
Motherfuckers are just giving themselves CTE after CTE. You know what I mean?
I like
just fucking slapping this shit out of each other, dog. You know
what do you think? What happens with all these MMA fighters? They get that shit too, get beat down like that.
No, for sure, like that. But it's already been like it's already a proven thing where people, that people actually suffer more concussions. Of course, in football. But you know what? Another sport that they suffer more concussions than in boxing or in MMA?
Slap.
Soccer.
Yeah, because they got a header.
Yep.
They used to have my daughter all the time, bro. As soon as she do the header that's real high or real hard, that's it, bro. You knocked out.
You will never like. A lot of people don't think that, but soccer is one of the most concussion filled sports.
Yeah.
Hockey too, of course, but soccer is up there for damn sure.
I love any sport that'll make you fight. I just don't know how to skate, bro. But that a hockey team in my high school.
Fucking combat sport, man. I could go fucking shit, but
do that, bro. Get in the 40 and over in a little bit. Work out and do the 40 and over. You'd be cool, Gabe.
It's just it's been
go over there and get Angelo to train you, bro. Go over there and get Angelo to train you.
Since I fucking put gloves on and shit like that, dog. And fucking actually got on the mat or anything like that. It's been a while, dog.
Get sponsored by the money team, bro. You be balling, homeboy.
Yeah, it's been shit. I could say at least since I've been on the mat, like 8 years at least, though.
Oh, you should do that.
Yeah, but yeah, like it's like I can't right now for my back and shit. I mean, obviously, it's not gonna always, never, nothing's all gonna go away. But yeah, like as far as like it would need to come back to me. Like, of course, yeah, you get back on the mat and shit like that, it'll come back. But damn, it's a long time to be away from it. But it's cool. 40 years old with my back. I don't know.
I did that shit, bro. Somebody punched me in my liver, I'll be gone, bro. Nah, that's it, bro. I'll be
now it's just whenever I need to, dog, just to protect myself. That's it.
I used to get my win and my weight when I was in high school, bro. At least have boxing in high school when I went to high school.
Yeah, all I now is just to protect myself, dog. I don't go out looking for no trouble or anything like that. If it comes to me, then we handle whatever. But you know what I mean. That's all.
Just wait till we hit the tailgate.
40 years old, you shouldn't be.
Just wait till we hit the tailgate, bro. Just wait till we hit the tailgate.
Yeah, that's a different story when we're at tailgate and people start talking shit.
We'll be there.
Remember I fucking that in San Diego against the fucking Chargers? I was gonna fuck that fool up, dog.
It happens, bro. So when we get,
but yeah, man. Hey, I'm fucking.
So
I'm chilling, man. I know I gotta fucking get up early fucking morning. I gotta go work tomorrow. Maybe go to work tomorrow. If it's fucking raining hard, which don't look like it because it was supposed to be raining right now. Ain't not one drop. So
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Over here, but it did. I was outside barbecuing and it started raining. And it rained yesterday hard.
It rained a little bit earlier, but it was supposed to be raining hard right now, and I don't think it's going to. So
that's good for them fires over there, then, huh? Is it raining over there? That's good for them.
No, they're pretty much done. The fires are out, but now they're expecting mudslides from all the debris and all of that shit and all the houses that are burned. But now they're expecting mudslides and shit like that, dog. So it's just one thing after another.
I'm fan say you putos will get knocked out. Who you talking to, bro?
Probably, dog. I'm too fucking old for that shit.
Yes.
Hey, if anybody want to step up, we can go.
Hey, everybody didn't get jumped, bro. You might didn't get jumped, but we don't do that. You get old, you start jumping people, bro. You get a couple of your homeboys. You don't do that one-on-one shit no more. You're gonna get hit with something. I'll tell you that. You can get if you get 50 and over, you're gonna get hit with something.
Oh yeah.
A bat or a chair or something like that at a tailgate. A beer, a bottle, something. I'll pull out a radio. I don't care what is speakers. I don't care. I don't look for that shit.
I just hope that whatever happens with this offseason, dog, I just hope we're better,
Gabe. I hope we look better.
That money is allocated to the right spots, bro. Like that's one thing. I think if it's spread out to the right positions and shit like that, and we re-sign the key positions, like I think for me the key positions are Morig, Spillane, you know what I mean, and I don't know, man. If you can't go figure out something with Kuntz, then you gotta really take a good look at probably trying to re-sign Chase on too. You know what I mean? Because that dude would like he might not be the best or whatever like that, but damn, he showed a lot of upside, dog. Especially coming from where he was at to do what he did with the Raiders. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't the greatest, but I think with a better defensive, with Pete, like Pete's defensive mind can bring this defense a long way too. You know what I mean?
I don't think the problem is going to be defense at all. Unless we bring those guys back, those key people back, you know, then we won't have any problems. And if we get young guys in the draft that'll make that improve, like that corner, bro, we got to get a dominant shutdown corner that our whole division has, bro. There's a corner in our division that's dope. That stands out in front of everybody, and all the teams that we play against in our division, and we don't have one. You know, JB did all right, but he was hurt. We didn't see him no more. Yeah. And we need to get that dominant corner, that number one dude. It ain't Jack Jones. I'll keep Jack Jones around, but I wouldn't, put him on.
Bank on him being the guy that's going to go cover the number one receiver on the other side every week. You know what I mean? Like, you can't bank on that.
If he's there at 6, pick him. That'll be like a Will Johnson. And that'll be, to me, defensively, that'll be like a Brock Bowers pick. He's that good. You know what I mean? So that's a guy right there, bro. I'm not hitting it. I'm saying it. If he's there, get him. or get the if he's not, get the best offensive lineman that we can get, or that Abdul kid. That Abdul kid might shine. I don't know, but
comparing them because obviously the comparisons are gonna be there because of same school and shit like that. But they're comparing to Micah.
If he's even close to that, I'll take him. You know,
you're comparing him to Micah Parsons.
And then you move that big old lop we got that we picked 7 or whatever before and put him at defensive tackle where everybody says he is. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's true though. You ain't lying. Like, I mean, I think that's where he's probably gonna be better suited if we do go get a guy like that anyway. You know what I mean?
He's better at that. He's better at that than he is defensive end, which he was drafted to be. So maybe that'll him and Wilkins.
But hey, the one thing that I think that we haven't talked about, if we do keep Max though, Max hasn't had a top caliber defensive mind. Like he's had minds like Gus Bradley's like he's cool, you know what I mean? Like we got Patrick Graham, he's cool, shit like that. But none of them compared to what Pete Carroll is, you know what I mean? Defensively minded, you know what I mean? And I think that see what Pete can do with fucking Max. You know what I mean? Can he fucking launch his game to another level? You know what I mean? So it's like I think so too. I think you're gonna probably see the best version of Max. I think with Pete. Yeah,
I think Max figured out that he overextended his likeness to AP, bro, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get traded if this dude don't get hired." And how could you say that when you knew that the guy wasn't? He knows that he just loved his vibe. You know what I mean? And then you can't do that when you're a coach. You got to look at if he's a good freaking coach. And I think that just the way that Pete Carroll is, and his demeanor and his aggression or whatever, I expect this from you, and then this is the way you got to be, and it might make Max better, bro. He's gonna enjoy this, and he has to open himself up for that. He has to say, all right, I'm gonna take all this in from this great guy and excel and be a better player like he always says he wants to be. He wants to be the best ever. And so he might have the guy in place as a head coach to do that, plus a good defensive coordinator. He's never had that. He's never had the both.
Pete will trade Max. He understands modern football. Like that's iffy though, because you hear what Spike Techs are fucking his philosophy is. You heard that. I mean, obviously he didn't say that now that he's with the Raiders, but you hear him in his previous interview where he said only dumb teams trade good pass rushers. You know what I mean? So, and he's the GM. He's the one going to be, you know what I mean? So it's like, how much do you take that into account? Like, and that was before he was even with the Raiders. You know what I mean? So it's like, and it is true. Dumb teams trade fucking great pass rushers. You don't see those guys ever get traded other than us. And when we traded fucking Khalil Mack.
Yeah, exactly. And our defense was never the same after that. Our defense was never the same after that. And then what's happening now is that, I think Max had a lot of free time, Gabe, and he started yapping and opening up his mouth, and because he wasn't playing and all that, and he's an emotional dude. But I think once he gets broke down and Pete tells him, "Hey man, I don't want you out there like that," and then he's gonna say, "Okay," then he's gonna get this schooling that he has 2 years left on his contract, though, and he doesn't have any no trade clause or whatever. So we got to quit saying trade him to Detroit or trade him to this team or Pittsburgh or whatever. Fuck that. Trade him to the Giants or trade him to Cleveland and get their number one pick. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to trade him to Detroit. I said it before. I don't want to trade him to Detroit, get their 31st pick or 30th pick. Who are we going to get out of that? What are we going to get out of that? Besides ammunition to trade up and get somebody else. But nah, I don't want that. I want him.
There's a reason why those guys get paid so much money. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why those guys get paid so much money, though, because they don't come easy.
Yeah. And then we think it's so convenient for him to go to Detroit and win a Super Bowl. I don't want that shit. I don't care how Max Crosby feels. You know what I mean? Or he deserves to win a Super Bowl. He deserves to win a Super Bowl with us. That's the way I feel. And then I don't give that. I won't even give a shit about him if he goes to Detroit or up. But if we
I
get
just
a
say this though: if we do not find a way to be competitive and win games next year,
he's gonna be gone.
I can't see that. I can't see it being his last year.
Because if he's not, it's not going to be his last year because his guaranteed money's done. He's going to get paid.
But to where, like, if we're not winning, like, it could be his last year because he probably will start being vocal in, I want to be out of here.
Well, go ahead.
That's what I mean. But, like, I like right now, he's kind of alluding to it, to where, like, not alluding to it because I think people kind of take it out of proportion to where, like, maybe he's just trying to get his money. You know what I mean? Maybe he's trying to stay here, but he's just trying to get his money. Because that's one of the biggest things he said, like, no more guaranteed money. So, you know what I mean? So, like,
so why would he say that?
I mean, guys are always going to try to get their money, but, like, yeah, obviously you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear that stuff out of especially one of your better players. But I do think that next year it gets a lot louder, and he starts kind of pressuring, putting pressure, like almost like Devontae did. You know what I mean? To get out of here. If they're on that same type of shit, where if they're not competitive and actually winning games, bro.
Yeah. FaZe wants Bobby Wagner. He wants a 38-year-old linebacker.
No, he's saying Bobby Wagner is out there because Pete understands football, because I think Pete let Bobby Wagner walk. Yeah. But if that's true, then why is Bobby Wagner a first team All-Pro?
Yeah. But I wouldn't want him on our team. He's a perfect guy with Dan Quinn, and Dan Quinn makes him what he is. But we ain't got no guy to make.
Bro, like that's literally, you were the top 3 at that position, because only 3 guys make it at linebacker at All-Pro, at first team All-Pro.
Back in the day, yeah. Back in like 4 years ago, yeah. Take Bobby Wagner.
Because the three guys that were All-Pro were fucking dude from the Niners. What's his name? 54?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name fucking right now. Him, Roquan, and
Warner.
Yeah, Warner, Roquan, and Bobby Wagner were the linebackers that were All-Pro this year.
And Warner's just one-dimensional, bro. He can't cover nobody. I don't know why he makes the Pro Bowl so much time. He can't cover nobody.
Yeah, those were the 3 first team All-Pro linebackers this year, bro. So it's like Bobby Wagner. You can say Bobby Wagner's old and all that shit, but like he's still a hell of a player. You know what I mean? He's older. I mean, you don't want to sign that for big money when, you know what I mean? Like, I think especially when you got all that draft capital, and you could probably use that to pay Spillane.
Yeah, you know I mean? I expect us to get a linebacker high. Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they get them high, a linebacker.
But yeah, man, it's just, I think there's a lot of shit to talk about. And after tomorrow, I think Tuesday, we're going to have a lot of shit to talk about, because we're going to be able to break down this fucking press conference tomorrow, shit like that. Hopefully we get some more news about the coordinators. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be big news. You know what I mean? Because that's the biggest news I think left. You know what I mean? Before free agency. You know what I mean?
You know what time that is, Gabe? You know what time he's gonna have his press conference?
11.
Is anybody
11 in the morning? 11 in the morning.
Is that Eastern time? No,
Pacific time.
All right.
Yeah, 11 Pacific time. So shit, well, no, we might go live right after that. If it rains tomorrow and I don't go to work, shit, we might go right after that.
Let's go.
Shit.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'll hit you up tomorrow, like in the mornings. If I don't go to work, then shit, we'll fucking shit. We might even we might go live during the press conference. Shit, who knows? We might go live at 11, so that way we can fucking listen.
I know you can have the audio. I know you can have the audio.
Yeah, we can have the audio, but no video.
Yeah, hook up that surround sound you got in there, bro. You got that shit.
There you go. For sure. Yeah, but yeah, man, it's shit. We fucking at 2 hours. We said we were gonna go out, but yeah,
2.5, bro. 2.5.
We still had another 20 minutes to talk. So shit, yeah. But hey, man, I was here a little late, so we had to go a little bit over. But hey, thank you everybody that was here today. Shit, Sunday, Super Bowl set. You know what I mean? 2 weeks. Fuck the Chiefs. Go Eagles.
Like the Eagles.
So it's like, but let's fucking let's go, man, and let's just see what we have in store for tomorrow. Let's see what Pete let's see if they give anything away tomorrow in their press conference. But man, I just hope that we can win, man. You got anything else to say, baby?
All right, guys, have a good evening, safe evening, and thank you for watching. Keep it up, keep rolling with us. It's gonna get better, and thank you for watching me, the G&G show, and then earlier the Raider Nation Live. So
yeah, for sure. Hey, man. Hey, thanks everybody again, man. And you know how we end it, man. We always end it. And hey, don't drink and drive, because you know I don't know how the whole thing goes, but I know that Low says that. So don't drink and drive. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, just stay up, and you know, Raider Nation Live, man. And you know how we end it. 1, 2, 3, man. Raiders! Hell yeah, man. Let's go.